what you feeling? I know you wanna steal it. Want it, then come and get it. You want it, then come and get it. You want it, then come and get it. Hold up, wait a minute.
What up, my guys? It's Tuesday, KFFL, Degen Huddle time. What's up, boys?
How we doing?
Good. You know, Tuesday nights where I get to hang out with you guys and talk about everybody else that has a chance to win money, and I don't.
We're gonna have to figure something else out.
A playoffs episode. Might go with a little eye black here.
He's ready.
Did you steal that from your wife?
No, I actually ordered it for this bit.
Oh, Jesus. You have smelling salts?
Let's go. Oh, I actually do have smelling salts. You ever hit a smelling salt?
No, I want to get them for work. I've been trying to tell her.
You can buy them on Amazon.
No, I know. I just have to do it. Like, I've been telling her about it.
The first time you do it, make sure you're not like driving or anything because it hits you like a ton of ammonia-scented bricks.
I've told them. I've sent them videos of people like, you're not supposed to stick it up to your nose directly. And all these people were just sticking it directly under their nose and just like you're literally supposed to wave it around like down here and just get a whiff of it. And they're just like instantly hitting the ground. They knock themselves out because it's so forceful. Like, yeah, I want to get some for work. Coffee sometimes just doesn't do it.
Well, they only last for a few minutes. I used to work like
that's it.
16-hour shifts in the Bay and then drive home to Sacramento. And I set smelling salts in my car for when it got a little dicey.
Listen, you gotta do what you gotta do, all right?
You guys do know we show up here to talk about football, right?
Well, this is football related content.
Yeah.
He's got eyeliner, he's got the black marks, and then we're talking about smelling salts. You never watched a game where they just get themselves
Yeah, every once in a while you'd see a coach hit one.
Well, it would have been great, Jungle, if you would have let us know that, I could have borrowed some makeup from my wife as well, bro. Like, what the heck? Now he looks like the only guy prepared for a football show.
I'm pretending I'm wearing the giant insulated jackets that the quarterbacks wear because they're so fragile.
You guys are idiots.
Let's
check out top scorers this week. I want you guys to touch on them. I know I do a lot of the talking, but we had some interesting games this weekend. But I gotta admit, I loved Saturday having 3 games.
Yeah, Saturday was great.
All day.
One of the best sports weekends of memory.
Fuck Kirk Cousins, by the way. Just always have to get that out there first and foremost, always.
I beat a Cousins Jefferson stack in a playoff.
What the fuck was that game?
Chaos.
I didn't get to watch any. Like I was working, but like Jesus, like how do you do that? I don't get it. Did Josh McDaniels coach on Saturday and then coach Sunday as well? That had to be it, right?
I saw one of the guys, I think it's Dan Orlovsky, said, maybe that's why you don't hire your coach off of first take.
No, and that's listen. He tried something, all right. Like he did.
Matt Ryan, the king of the epic collapse.
He's just so good at it. Like at this point, you got to think it's a skill, right? Like it's not just mishap. It takes a lot to keep losing like that, man.
So, like, here's the solution, right? You got your starter and you got your closer. Halftime, you're out of there, Matt Ryan. Sorry, someone else is coming in to close out the game. Boom.
They had a 41-second time of possession series when they were up by 20. Like, how do you do that?
Well, I'll tell you how. I know all about giving up leads and losing with big leads. I've mastered it this year. You rely on a defense that you don't fucking have. That's the problem. And you play calls that your offense isn't, or you call plays that your offense isn't capable of doing.
Now, the saddest.
Component.
I mean, I will say I kind of liked your idea, opener closer, because it feels like the Jets might need that. Why don't the Jets have a Mike White starting situation and Zach Wilson start becoming Taysom Hill?
They want a Mike White starting situation.
Yeah, I saw a stat on Zach Wilson. He had like 5 deep ball passes in the first 12 weeks, and then yesterday he had 5 just matched the season long, and he's still just as shitty.
All right, we won't make this a Jets episode. All right, I won't do it this week.
I'm depressed, man. I was hyped for Mike White. I really was.
Yeah, me
Mike
too.
White
And
was hyped for Mike White.
at some point he'll play if they,
Yeah.
you'd think. And if they can get in the playoffs, you'd think he'd, get his job back. The saddest thing on this list to me is the Jalen Hurts. I was in 6 leagues this year. I am sadly dead in the KFFL. I got stomped. I assume the guy I played will be on the leaderboard coming up. But I had a bad week. Didn't matter. But I also got hit with a train. But Jalen Hurts is my starting quarterback in all 3 of my remaining teams. So
I don't mind. I don't mind the Minshew at all. I really don't.
The nice thing about rolling with the Minshew, if you can get him, is that Hurts might still play. So if you roll with Minshew, it's a game time decision. You can go with
you guys are starting to sound like some waiver wire gurus. You know what? All right, you want to talk quarterbacks? Let's do it.
I really, see, you have a lot on there. So, like, for me, I'm only, like, I did it throughout the season, too. I only put players on that I would actively add if I was in situations where I needed them.
So 2 of my 3 remaining teams are 2 quarterback. So all of these are viable options.
Yeah, for you, yes. That sucks. I can't believe you put Zach Wilson on this list. That's rough.
He put up 20. They're playing the Jags. The Jags defense is not great.
No Ripien? No love for Rippin?
No.
Yeah, you don't like him?
No. Do you?
I think I like him.
He's not on your list either.
No, but I'm saying I wouldn't start him in a playoff game. But if you're in a 2 quarterback league and you're dead, like you have Zach Wilson on your list. That's crazy.
I would start Zach Wilson over Brett Rippon in a heartbeat.
That's so rough.
So in both my 2 quarterback leagues, Minshew of course is available. Zach Wilson's available, I think, in both of them, and then Purdy's only available in one of them. And one of them I just had Josh Allen and Hurts without even a backup on my roster.
Whoa. Purdy's supposed to be on my list and not Jared Goff. I'll have that known in the courtroom.
I mean, I think Goff at Carolina is a fine play. He's whatever. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. But week 17, he's got the Bears at home in the Dome. That's a smash play for your championship weekend.
Do you think?
You just got to get there.
Yeah, I guess.
I think so, dude. Goff smokes at home.
This is assuming said teams are desperate for quarterback. Like if you don't have an already top.
Well, if you're looking ahead,
I
think if you're looking ahead and Goff's there, depending on what your matchup is week 17, I mean, I think Goff's going to be like a top 6 quarterback week 17.
I did. So what you're talking about, when Goff was still with the Rams, I did that move. Where I had an okay quarterback to start, but Goff had an insane championship matchup, and it didn't end up mattering. But like, I've done that play before, so I'm not gonna sit here and talk against like if you're in a streaming situation or if it's just a much higher upside matchup. Then I can understand making that play, especially if you're like heavily supported at running back and like wide receiver and like you're solidified on the rest of your team, like. I could take that risk because I had 2 top 5 running backs and 2 top 10 receivers. So like I had the points to back it up just in case. If you're not in that situation, it sucks. But
I mean, obviously, I would rather be playing Jalen Hurts.
100%. Like I said, I don't think Minshew's terrible. Like, I think
here's the question. Here's what I'm thinking. So I got a buddy who's in this situation. I'm not because Lawrence isn't available in any of the leagues where I lost Hurts, but he lost Hurts. Lawrence is available. Lawrence plays Thursday against the Jets, but he's been on fire. Now, are you picking up and playing Lawrence, or are you going to roll Goff? Maybe see if Hurts plays. What's your play there?
I like Lawrence. I really like Lawrence.
In New York, it's supposed to be 15-mile-an-hour winds.
Yeah,
that's not nothing.
I think. It's not crazy.
No, but it's not great.
No. But I feel like his arm strength is like.
Thing is, if you commit to Lawrence and Hurts plays, you've already had to pick. You've already played Lawrence. You're not going to know by then.
I feel like you're going to know if Hurts is playing. Like, when is he? I guess all the games are on Saturday.
There's 3 on Sunday and 1 on Monday. I know. It's tight, man. In a vacuum, I'd rather play Lawrence, but.
I would rather
Okay,
play Lawrence,
but
but
you
like
see-
it's just a tough decision.
You're forcing me into a Jets conversation. All right.
Well, hold on,
You're
before
doing
you
it,
say
Jungle.
that-
You're doing it. Go ahead. Doughboy, go ahead.
Before you say that, I was gonna say I really like Trevor Lawrence as a quarterback, and I would like even more if the Jets would have drafted him instead of Zach Wilson. So
Not where I was
proceed.
going with the conversation.
Well, they weren't given that option.
Yeah, I know. They could have lost. They had the opportunity to lose. They decided to win. So
That's
that's
true.
They cost themselves the pick. But yeah, all right.
It's
yeah,
funny,
go
you
ahead.
know. So the Seahawks could have just thrown a game to the Cardinals, and they were playing for literally nothing last week of the season. Cardinals lose, they get the number 1 pick. So why wouldn't you just let them win? So they don't have the number 1 pick. Then they got Kyler. Kyler looked like he's gonna be a star, and I was like, Pete Carroll, why would you set them up for this? But now I'm kind of glad they have Kyler because he's a fucking disaster.
Don't worry, he's gonna go.
Well, what I was going to say
to
about
Oakville.
Lawrence is we can't sleep on the Jets' defense. I mean, it's not like we're giving up
No,
crazy points.
Absolutely
so
not.
it makes
And
it
they're
super
getting,
hard that they play Thursday too, because you play them, that's it, you're done. You've got your quarterback slot
Yeah.
filled.
And they're
It's
getting
tough.
who's the defensive, the young guy, the D tackle from Alabama, they're getting him back Thursday. What's his name?
Quinnen, yeah.
Yeah, he's coming back
Quinn's
Thursday. So
back.
that's a big play. And the Jets left tackle's out or the Jaguars left tackle's out. So
Yep. But so
not-
I think the Trevor play is
not a
rough,
good
but
combo.
the dude has been on fire though. Like
I
he's
know.
looking really good. So it's like
better
It's
matchups than
tough.
this though. So
Fuck.
people still think the Dallas matchup is tough, but they lost their best corner, their best safety. Well, maybe not their best corner, but a starting corner. And they've struggled since then. They're not
So
the
guys-
matchup they were.
since I knew I was doing the mix session with you guys tonight, I wanted to kind of throw things at you guys without you knowing. All right. You guys ready for a little game?
I like games.
Yeah.
All right. It's called Who You Got.
Ooh.
So here's your 2 options. Team A or Team B. You tell me who you think won. These are actual teams in our Doughboy quit. All right. For Team A, Deshaun Watson, Tony Pollard. They got my
looking
boy,
great.
Bam Bam. Knight, Waddle, Higgins, Pittman, Kelsey, Goddard, and the Packers D. That's Team A.
Guessing not
All
them.
right. Now, Team B, Justin Fields, Pacheco, Henry, Adams, Olave, Lazard, Ingram, Jones, and Saints.
Okay, let me take it back. I think it probably was Team A.
I was gonna say the only person that popped off on there, I think Ingram is the highest scoring on this team. Jones had a touchdown. Pacheco did not have a touchdown.
Adams
I
didn't do
believe.
shit. Pacheco had like 90 yards though. It wasn't a bad game, but I don't think he had any
Henry-
catches, so only like
Henry
90
had-
yard points.
Henry was a tank, wasn't he? He had,
Steve was
he had like
dog shit.
20 something.
The Drunken Marauders were
they
the
did take it.
actual winners. 118-17, bro.
Okay,
To actually 114. So it
Oh,
was
so
pretty
it's
close.
tight. It's tight,
Yeah,
yeah.
you guys
Yeah.
were right. So yeah, for this first one, congratulations to Drunken Marauders, 118-17. You got yourself a nice little squeak away win by 3 points. How you doing? Hey, I stumped you guys on the first one. Why don't you
Well,
guys do some
technically I didn't
running?
get the answer, but I was making the case for Team B.
All right, yeah. You know what? Take
Yeah,
it
we
away,
gotta do like a Jeopardy lock-in.
Yeah, I gotta. You know what? We'll do. I'll be back for the next one. Correct. We'll do some music. We'll put a little timer on there for you guys.
Ooh, I like it.
Let's talk running back.
So Tyler
That's a lot.
Algier, he's taken over. He got I think 17 touches. It looked pretty good. It doesn't matter. It's also the lowest over/under in the last decade for Atlanta and Cleveland. It's supposed to be up to 60-mile-an-hour winds. Not that changes Atlanta's game plan. They're going to run every play anyways. But, I mean, Algier is probably going to get 20-plus touches. I think he's a pretty good start this week, honestly. He's actually looked better than I thought.
They literally split. Him and Patterson literally split time 50-50.
But not touches, just
Seven,
just
it was
snaps.
it was 17-14. So it was essentially as 50-50 as you can get. Obviously,
Yeah, I don't
Algier
think-
did more with his, and they both had a touchdown. But
I don't
if they're
think
going to
they're-
pound the ball, then it's not bad.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're
It's
both
not.
fine starts. I think
Yeah.
they're probably going to run 50 plays, and they'll be
And
27 to 23 touches, and they might not pass at all.
well, no, that's what they're going to do. I think they're going to protect.
Yeah.
They're going to protect the rookie because he didn't throw the ball that much. So
If it's
They
60
might
mile
just
an hour
be
winds,
easing
nobody's throwing.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I opted out of going to the Raiders-Pittsburgh game because I looked at the weather. And I said, fuck that. It's supposed to be minus 10 wind chill, 20, 30 mile an hour winds, and like 15.
You know who else is going to say that in that weather?
Yeah.
Derek Carr.
Yeah, that's fine. Josh Jacobs 37 times.
Oh, yeah.
Do not care. Right. End around everything. I do not. Well, we have 2 weapons back now, so maybe they can run a little more.
I would call Waller a weapon. Renfro's just kind of a gadget guy, but
all right. Against gadgets. What's a Swiss Army knife?
I mean,
a gadget or a weapon?
Well, the Swiss Army knife is Taysom Hill.
All right, yeah. Taysom Hill, Taysom the 10-point Hill. Yeah, that's him.
10 points from a tight end. You'll fucking take it. Oh yeah, you got to start Jacobs. He's a smash start.
Oh, Jacobs is probably going to get 57 touches. I said 37, but it might be 57.
You cannot play Carr in that weather. Look at his cold weather record. It is a disaster.
Yeah, he's dog shit. But also, if it's supposed to be windy, like it's going to be a shitty game too. I'm so glad I didn't go.
It's going to be. I mean,
Pickett's supposed to start also. Yeah, but I'm not trying to be outside in the cold. Like I went to the Eagles Raiders Christmas game like 4 years ago, and that was like 18 degrees out, and there was hardly any wind, but it was fucking freezing.
Yeah, I went to Lambeau last year for a night game at the end of November, and it was brutal. I mean, we were tailgating for it was a night game. Tailgating for 8 hours. You know,
yeah, it makes you feel a little bit better.
Jaylen Warren, I actually think for the same reasons that we're talking about, is probably a decent flex this week because I don't think anybody's going to be passing much. I think it's going to be a ground game. He looks good. He got a touchdown. He's looked good all season. Surprisingly, Najee's starting to look more to form. I think he really was bothered by that foot injury to start the season. So I still think Jaylen Warren's a fine flex play. He's going to get some touches. I got Khalil Herbert on here. He's supposed to be designated return this week. That's also, I mean, there's some serious games that are going to be affected by weather this week. If like one of the things that we don't talk about kickers, but if you're in leagues with kickers, look at who your kicker is and switch to somebody in a dome. Even a shitty kicker in a dome is better than pretty much all these other guys right now.
Yeah, that's
how do you feel about Zach Moss versus Deion Jackson? Because I think Zach Moss got all that work because in theory they were in a positive game script that whole time. I think Deion Jackson's still a player.
I looked at that. That's one thing I did look at because again, I don't know what the fuck happened in that game. I like Zach Moss, but I think Deion is probably the safer start of the two.
I think so. At least he'll get some catches, you would think.
The last time he had his chance to start, I mean, it was just dump off, and he had like a 20-something point game.
He had a great game.
That was wonderful. Started in that week. That was beautiful.
Mostert, I can't believe his roster percentage is that low. Jeff Wilson is supposed to be back, but
that was weird. I don't understand that. A lot of these percentages I really didn't understand.
I mean, Cam Akers just put up 100 yards against the Green Bay defense, so you've got to think the Dolphins running backs are good plays. Either one. If Jeff Wilson's back, I'm starting him in most situations. I probably don't have anybody better. His usage has been a little weird. I'm hoping it's injury related, but Mostert's a smash start, I think. I think Chuba Hubbard has proved himself to be the better back over Deonta Foreman. They both are
crazy.
They're both. I mean, neither one is great. They're both kind of middling, second-level guys. But Hubbard certainly seems to be more explosive. He's definitely a better pass catcher. So
this is why, like, when
the only problem is they're playing Detroit. Detroit has been stifling the run.
Detroit's defense has come around. The young guys are starting to play real nice.
Yeah. And then Royce Freeman. I mean, who fucking knows, man? But somebody's going to get those touches. They're playing Tennessee. That's not a good matchup, but honestly, Houston's been playing hard the last 2 weeks. They have. Could it be Dallas? They took Kansas City to overtime. I mean, those are two of the top 5 teams in the league in theory.
Kind of gross. It's really kind of gross.
Tennessee very well might be starting Malik Willis or a super hobbled up Ryan Tannehill. Whatever the props on your book are for Derrick Henry rushing guards, take the over.
Actually, that's a good thing to look at. It's probably like 60-something.
They're not posted on mine. I can't even get a line on that game yet. I think they're waiting for Tannehill.
What do you use? Bet online or MGM or something?
I use a local guy.
Ah, nice. The mailman, we call that. That's the mailman.
Well,
special.
it's through a website, but you know, it's,
yeah,
it's onshore, offshore.
I got you. Wink, wink. Fucking government's watching. You gotta be careful. What line am I looking for? Here it is. I don't. They might not have the player props out yet. They don't.
I think DraftKings did.
I just checked.
Oh,
no bueno.
Suggest you a kicker, Genoir.
What do you have?
Well, I mean, I would say honestly, just look at who's playing indoors. So
look for the dome thing on Yahoo. Look for the little castle, and just pick one of those.
Yahoo is my least favorite of the major sites.
Yeah, that's fair, but he plays on Yahoo, so that's where he has to look.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, you got what? Dallas and Eagles are in a dome. It doesn't have to be a dome, but you just don't want anybody in real shit weather.
I actually have to go to
which
Yahoo
is half the games. Kansas City's supposed to be cold, but not super nasty. So in theory, you could play one of those. Well, the Falcons are at the Browns. You cannot play Younghoe Koo.
That might be a field goal fest, honestly.
Badgley's,
but it's still.
Oh, Badgley's indoors. Badgley should be fine. He's at home on Monday night, right? No, he's Colts. No. Fuck, man. How do we keep track of this kicker?
I only have one kicker league, so I don't know shit about. I used to run a kickers.
Honestly, who does Badgley pay for now?
I used to run
I know he's not with the Chargers anymore, but he was.
Yeah, I gotta find out now because it's bothering me.
He plays
Lions.
For the Lions. So the Lions play at Carolina. I think that's probably okay.
Yeah, but I am here in North Carolina, and we are expecting severe winter storms as of this morning for Christmas holidays. So keep that in mind too, there, my guy.
So then, no. I mean, you got to say no. You just don't want to chance it.
Ooh, can someone tell me this? What is this all about?
Oh, that's definitely directed
Game of Jones, you
at me.
suck.
I'm guessing based on the username, that's probably one of my cousin-in-laws. So we've got a family league. I made it to the championship. This is the 5th year of the league. I am a 3-time champion, going for 4 of 5.
Okay.
I have a feeling this is my wife's cousin Cindy.
Hey, Cindy, I appreciate you coming by and throwing
it's
some
hard to
shade
say.
at Jungle.
It could be any of them.
So I'm guessing that's your team name, huh? Game of Jones?
Game of Jones. I rode Zay Jones to a pretty big comeback. So we do aggregate playoffs in that league. You know, so you play the same people week 14, 15, and then 16, 17. Right. So I was down by about 20, and I scored 210 in my second leg of the aggregate with Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, Zay Jones combining for about 110. And
well, then, cousin Jungle, you have the right to say, boo, Game of Jones. You suck. All right, guys, before we jump into wide receivers, I'm going to throw it to you, and I'm going to throw it to you guys in the chat, all right? We'll throw up 2 teams from this week's playoffs, and you guys tell me who you think
that's another cousin.
The win. Oh, we got more cousins showing up. Jay,
this is the one I took down.
Okay, hold on.
Now, that's the only other champion in the league. In the 5 years of the league, he's the only other champion.
Well, first of all, with that Jay-Z reference in the name, I mean, that's the cousin that gets my vote to win. Let's go, Jay, to the Izzo. How you doing? Shut your dirty mouth. All right.
You should hop in the chat there, Jeff.
All right, here we go, guys. Who you got? Team A, Deshaun Watson, Chubb, Mixon, Hill, Hopkins, Metcalf, Hooper, Connor, and the Eagles D for Sir Pizza.
Oh,
and then,
I know the answer to this already.
So you don't say nothing. Team B, Doughboy and chat, Lawrence, Walker, Robinson, Lockett, Woods, Jefferson, Conklin, Barkley, and the Panthers D. All right, chat, throw it in there. Was it Team A or Team B that pulled off this win before we show the answer? Doughboy, what do you think?
Team B.
He goes with B. Genoir goes with Team A.
He's smart. He's definitely smarter than me, so maybe he just has all the scores in front of him.
We had Team A.
I'm pretty sure it was B. Conklin shit the bed.
For the LeBrons.
Ken Walker shit the bed.
The correct answer is Jerry Ferrera and his team, the LeBrons, beat up Sir Pizza.
I'm the best, damn it.
A little bonus content on this. he had McKinnon on the bench for Sir Pizza.
Do you know how many people actively did not want to start McKinnon this week? Like over Miles Sanders, over like just like duds.
I think I would have started Miles Sanders over him. Miles Sanders is coming off a great game, and you just never know about those Chiefs running backs usage.
Bears defense, bro. It's kind of nice. Their run D is kind of nice, except for stopping Jalen Hurts.
Yeah,
but they are a 3-win team.
Can we talk about? And we talked about it last week a little bit, but
Also,
every
McKinnon's
week now, watching Jerry just sit there and win after he had like week 2 erupt all over social media. I hate fantasy. I'm not doing it anymore. And now this man is advancing even further into the KFFL.
Sounds like a normal
Yeah.
fantasy player to me.
Like a regular fantasy league.
A fickle mistress.
Yeah.
Well, appreciate everybody voting in the chat.
Sucks.
All right. I got more for you guys. Do that thing you guys do with the
wide receivers. So, I mean, I don't particularly want to play anybody in the Bucs offense. They got a good matchup this week. If Julio's out, I think Gage is an option. You seem to lean on him. I think, in theory, if that grows, he could be a good start for the next 2 weeks.
He hit him last week late in the season too. Like Gage went on a little run. But yeah, I guess if Julio last week was Gage had Gage played with the Bucs last year. Pretty sure. Maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong guy. I think I'm thinking of. Never mind. He's not in the league anymore. He actually got cut last year.
Antonio Brown?
No. No.
So Jahan Dotson is a stud. I have him on both my keeper rosters. He's got great potential. That deep 50-yard catch he made, just a sick one-handed leap. I mean, and it looked effortless. He is a great player. There's a reason he is a. Oh yeah, you're right.
That's what I'm thinking.
Did come on strong at the end. Yeah,
That's
he's still in the league. I think.
Is he?
He's still in the league? Yeah, I think so. I do think so. I didn't remember hearing his name earlier.
Yeah,
absolute stud. It's hard to trust anybody in that passing game. I got McLaurin in one of my playoff matchups. I think I'm still going to play him just because he's a good player. But Dotson's going to be a real star. There's a reason he's a first-round pick. He came on really strong to start the season, missed some weeks, had to build some chemistry with Heineke. But Dotson could be the Amon-Ra of last year where, Amon-Ra was a free agent week 14, week 15. And he won a lot of people championships last year. And that could honestly be Jahan Dotson this year. I mean,
Perriman still is in the league, but also Dotson. Yeah, Dotson has.
Only problem is they got the Niners this week.
Yeah, who knows what that means?
I think it's not the ideal matchup, is what I think it means.
That game might be a shit fest too, just like a slow, boring game. I don't know how entertaining it's gonna be. I guess you start your McCaffreys, your Kittles. I guess Purdy's a fine start. He could probably grind out 2 touchdowns if he has to. It's going to be rough.
I mean, it's going to be a defensive battle. I think McCaffrey's probably going to get 30 touches.
Or Jordan Mason gets 30 touches, McCaffrey gets 10. Whichever one Shanahan decides to do this time around.
They don't do it with McCaffrey, though. They paid him too much, and I
said the same damn thing.
I think it's a little different here. The Shanahans from a family, father and son, are actual, literal, real-life friends with the McCaffreys. Ed played for Mike. I think it's a little more embedded than that. Plus, McCaffrey's an unbelievable talent. They gave him he had almost 30 touches last week. I think it's going to be a McCaffrey game. I think honestly Mason could even be not a bad play just because they'll probably get 12, 13 high value touches, but
it just seems like
no joke.
No, yeah. I mean, it just seems like every other week it's an on week, it's an off week with touches. He had 34, then he had 17, 27, 17, 14.
I mean, 34 20. Is too many. Nobody should get 34 unless it's
Yeah,
I think that's probably why. But you're right.
That was this past week though. That was against Seattle also. But didn't they win that game?
The over under McCaffrey opportunities, so targets and carries. Say I put it at 26.5. What are you taking?
That's rough. I think I'd take the under.
I'd take the over if you want to do a 0.03 on it. Jamal it over.
Yeah, I'm ETH poor, so getting ETH is like the most impossible. Just accept my PayPal donations.
I guess we could do dollars.
Yeah, accept my dollars. US dollars are good enough. Don't piss the government off, bro. You got to spend their money. They made it for a reason. It's to be spent.
Okay, I hear somebody.
Yeah, lock that in. I'll take the under. 26.5.
26.5 opportunities. That's targets and carries.
Yeah, I'll take.
I guess it also includes passes.
Please stop, because that'll be the hook. That'll be number 27.
So, Jungle, are you winning now that you stopped putting up steeds? Is that what we're doing now? Because you just won this bass bet, right, between you and Doughboy?
Well, I won the first one, then he got.
I actually won. I won the soccer bet against DJS too, but I think he might be dead.
Yeah, DJS is no longer in existence. I don't know.
I don't know. He hasn't settled the bet. He stopped. It's a point of three bet.
All his world bets went really wrong.
He put 8 units on Argentina to win the World Cup, so I think he's probably doing fine.
Oh yeah, he's celebrating. He's
at 10-1, so he's okay.
Yeah. Where's my money? Like,
what did you lose? Was it a steed? What did he lose? A steed? Was it
just a 0.03. We had a 0.03 ETH on Switzerland, Serbia, who would finish higher in the group.
Jeez, and he hasn't paid you yet. That's crazy. You hunted.
Well, he hasn't even replied. I think he's busy. I think he's got something on. I'm not worried about it. I don't think he's holding out on me.
I hope
real
he
quick,
is, damn it.
For those in the chat, I'm putting this link in there, but we're doing a giveaway. If you go follow KOD Media and go follow Knights of Degen's account, all you got to do is give us a follow and a like on Twitter, and you're automatically entered for a Steeds giveaway. So, link is in the chat.
Yeah,
Yes,
Webtang. No, that would. Oh, that is a challenge. Yeah. But so go into that giveaway. Get yourself a Steeds. That'll get you into the Knights of Degen. Get you access to a lot of dope shit. A lot of cool contests. We got a weekly pick'em. We got a huge March Madness tournament. We had a huge World Cup tournament. I mean, what was the World Cup prize? 5,000. The GPP on our fantasy football is what, 25,000? Is that right?
Mm-hmm. It's simple. I tell everybody the same answer. You love sports. Period. You come hang out with the Knights of Degen.
Any sport.
Yeah. Any sport. Like, we have it all covered, and then the content to go hand in hand with all the sports that we're doing.
We got year-round tournaments.
Is going to be ridiculous.
We got pros hopping in the chat. It's a great place to be, man. I love it.
I was browsing the Knights on OpenSea earlier because I want to add a second robot, and I'd like to have another cigar one. But when I looked at the floor, I don't think I'm getting another one. There's only 2 listed.
What are you looking to spend, boy? Because I got some cigars.
0. I'm broke right now.
What the fuck are you looking for?
Window shopping, baby.
Why don't you come to me when you have a reasonable offer? I'll get you one.
I don't like making offers. I just like buying. If I see it, I like it, I buy it.
All right, well.
But it's also just going to be hard.
I'm trying to tell you that I'll sell you a cigar night for cheaper than you will buy it on the market.
It has to have the right
you know what? Hold on, guys. Come on. Your cousin's throwing out. What about Chinese ping pong picks? I mean, I knew we were missing something.
Only during COVID.
I mean, we'll see. If honestly,
so now we need
if
to
you're
do
looking
Chinese
for
ping
it,
pong.
if there's a market for it, we'll find it.
We'll find it. So now, Doughboy. Now we have to add Chinese ping pong to the list. We have to add what was it? Chess boxing to our shows. Did you see that, Jungle? Okay, Jungle.
All right. Can we watch?
We got a clip. We got a clip. What is chess boxing?
We have to look on YouTube, I think, but
I have to know.
So it's literally what it says. It's just chess boxing.
I'm hoping it's either live boxers dressed as chess pieces fighting for their spaces.
You do both. You get a 1 minute round of boxing, and then you sit down, and then you sit down and you play chess, and then you get up and fucking box again, and you play chess again.
And so you can win in either venue.
Well, if you get knocked the fuck out, you can't win chess.
Knockout
or checkmate.
Or checkmate. Yeah.
Right? Like, we need coverage of that for sure.
It's kind of
hold on. Serious question in the chat by cousin Webtang. Xi Jinping over under on next match. Oh, easy.
I'll take the under. Oh yeah, easy under. I've been studying film. No, if I do any sort of paddle related gambling show, it's got to be pickleball with Zeus.
Pickleball, baby.
Told him.
Yeah, we actually do have a lot of pickleball coverage.
A lot of pickleball. Oh man, you guys wait to see what we got going on. It's gonna be great. All right. So before we jump into tight ends, did you guys finish wide receivers? I know I keep bouncing.
Most part.
Glance the list real
Let me
quick.
pull 'em
Make
back
sure we
up.
didn't
Yeah.
cut for anybody. I mean, I don't know. Noah Brown's getting targets. I don't love it. I put Osborne on there just because he had a blow up week. Osborne is somebody I drafted in almost all of my leagues. I thought he was going to take over Thielen. I thought Thielen was a little busted, and Osborne has talent. Didn't work out that way this year. It's definitely how I'm going to be looking at next year. I think Osborne's going to be a target of mine, assuming they don't get anybody to replace him. Chris Moore actually has a really favorable matchup, assuming that Cooks and Collins are still out. And then Goodwin's, I think, a great start this week. If Lockett's out,
Talkie might play. Goodwin's number 2.
They're going to be chasing points. It's going to be cold as shit there, but otherwise, it's supposed to be okay. I expect if Lockett's out, I expect Goodwin to have a Lockett-esque game.
I talked 2 people out of Chris Moore last week.
It was 9 points. I mean, he didn't kill you.
That's not what you want though. Like that's not very good for like the playoffs when you're
starting
pondering it
Moore,
over 2 or 3 other players. It was basically Singletary versus Moore.
How did Singletary do?
Better than Moore by 3 points, I think. Neither of them were good. Like it sucks, but like I personally always lean running back. Especially
in half and non, I do. In full,
they showed the snow,
receiver.
but there was no snow happening while the game was going on. But towards the end, when it started snowing, they fed the shit out of him. Like they just gave him the ball, But yeah, I don't know. Like I don't like 4th string receivers, essentially number 3, number 4s on a bad offense. Like that's just not where I want to be week 1 of the playoffs. I would rather just take the established vet.
I mean, this is week 2 of points playoffs.
Well, this is week 2, sure. And if I got here, I sure as hell don't want to start more again.
Squirrel
stinks. What's up, Squirrel? But yeah, I don't know. I think on both of our lists combined, it's probably if I had to start somebody and I can get them, it's probably Zay Jones and then Goodwin.
Oh, I didn't realize Zay Jones' percentage was that low. I actually don't love
I didn't
Zay Jones'
either.
matchup this week. I think the Jets. I mean,
I'm
starting him. If I have him, I start him.
I feel like the percentages drop right before the playoffs just because people drop. Like some people just drop players just to drop players. Like they don't do it anymore. But I was very surprised at some of the percentages that I saw while we were doing this.
Realistic ads, Zay Jones not available in any league that's competitive.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine.
The rest of these guys all are, and I think of these, Goodwin is the best start this week, and I think.
I thought your Osborne pick was pretty good.
It's just that game script. I think that game script was he was open.
The Vikings have the 32nd rate pass defense, so I think that game script is likely to repeat itself.
Sure. What the hell happened with Thielen? I'm pretty sure Thielen had
I think they got the Packers in week 17. It's in Minnesota, and that could be, that could get spicy too. But you really can't start KJ Osborne.
16 targets.
I mean, you can.
Jefferson had 16 targets.
You can if you're in dire need.
So coming into this season, I actually told, assuming that Webtang is who I think it is, I told her husband that KJ Osborne was my favorite late round targets because I just felt like he was going to be the number 2 there. And maybe this is the first sign of it actually coming to fruition, but it just hasn't proved that way. But
yeah,
I mean,
he was on a lot of sleeper lists going into the season this year.
I loved him. He had a really good rookie year for a guy without a lot of draft stock, and I was super high on him coming into the year.
Yeah.
The talent's still there. He just hasn't gotten involved. So, if he gets 16 targets, you should be started. I don't care who you are.
Yeah, I mean him and Jefferson split. They
can't count on that.
They shared 32 targets, 16 each, and Thielen just had 4. So. It just seems like when they don't play a good defense,
you have to start targeted. KJ Osborne or Adam Thielen. Who you starting? Thielen's wide receiver 27.5. I know that because I just looked. And Osborne
but they're spiking.
Irrelevant until now. Who are you going to start? You're talking about this playoff matchup right now.
Just tough, right?
Is there a third option? Do I have to start
-5? Oh shit!
They both stink. I don't want to start either of them.
Oh,
I'm sick.
Is that a Mycopotamus?
It's a new trivia game.
I probably
based
start
on
Osborne,
those temperatures, I think this is probably a Montana.
All right, family member, we got the state right. Let's start there. Are we close?
The claim is deep in Montana. I'm guessing this is probably all Mike.
Mike? Final answer? We'll see what they say in the chat. You know what? Let's give a shout out to our. Oh yeah. Let's go back to that conversation. I think that's kind of tough.
Start Osborne.
Yeah, Osborne.
Yeah, I'd take
Jigga?
Osborne.
It's hard, it's crazy to say it out loud, but right now I would probably
I don't think
in this situation go with Osborne.
I don't think it's that crazy.
I'm taking Osborne.
Yeah.
I've
talked
way more explosive.
Thielen
has had a couple.
Thielen's
had a couple games. He didn't make you mad at him. He hasn't had a game like Osborne just had.
Thielen was the white Antonio Brown, and now Thielen is done. Like he's done. That's it. Dunzo. Later, bozo. Good career. Couldn't get a ring to go with it, but like I just don't think. I think he's getting out. He's getting pushed. He's getting pushed out. Maybe he's a Jet next year. Who knows? But I don't think he's with the Vikings after this. I think they could. I don't know.
For the record, I don't think the Jets need any receivers.
Yeah, they probably do. Maybe he can play quarterback.
Pretty good. Anybody can come play quarterback. Douche.
Top
scorer of the week, Flip Nasty with a 179.
Ooh.
Let me tell you guys what pisses me off doing these every week.
Oh,
There's been like it's the following week after I could have been the top scorer. Look at that, 179.30. Hurts, Stevenson, Jones, Smith, Pittman, Higgins.
Dude, that's nice.
I'm the cousin who just bought 5 brand new Trump NFTs for 99 each.
I'll tell you what, if you'd have done that when they dropped, they hit a peak of almost 0.9.
Yeah.
So you could have what?
Flippity.
You could have ate extra money in about 12 hours.
That was the play. Like, what's the other play?
I know. I looked at it and I was like, this is so stupid. But then I should have just been like, this is obviously going to run.
Like, that's the play. Mint for 100, sell for $1 million, and get out.
Bring that comment up, Jigga.
Yeah,
we're sitting on the campus. So we go up to family's got a house on Flathead Lake in Montana. We were up there just getting dog shit faced by the lake one year with the bonfire. And I don't know. For some reason, Jeff decided to put me in a choke out, and it was done.
Push you to
sleep.
Like
4 a.m.
That's not very nice.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, you're officially cousin chokeout. Welcome to the party. That's hurtful.
I don't want to hang out with people.
I don't know if you've ever been to Montana, but that's just kind of how you act.
I kind of want to go to Montana just to
it's casual behavior.
And just like and then you just do that thing. It's like,
and then we just got up and drank more whiskey. Yeah.
I mean, that's exactly how I picture Montana.
That's exactly.
All right, let's go to tight ends.
I get my cowboy hat ready.
Oh, that's right. I tipped him out of his chair.
Oh, well then fuck you. You deserved it. I would have choked you out too. Why you gotta push me? I hate that shit. If I'm just sitting there enjoying my time and you push me out of my chair, I'm gonna choke you out too. That's crazy. Good for you, Webtang. Jeez, there's always another side that the media doesn't see. I see it now. I got you.
To be honest, I wasn't holding that back. I forgot because we were shit-faced.
Forgot.
I definitely
forgot.
The only thing I truly remember is my wife's dad was less than thrilled with our behavior next to the neighbor's cabin.
Whatever, man. Don't invite me. If you know how I act, don't invite me. I'm sure they knew that you guys were some rowdy fellas.
Oh yeah, we were allowed to be rowdy everywhere except for the fire pit across the creek. Anyways, all right, tight ends it is.
Nice.
I mean,
I like that.
What do you say, Creek?
Yeah.
Yeah. My wife's from Florida.
Must be. It might be just an East Coast thing, I guess. I don't know. Weird shit.
Crick is one of the things that. Yeah.
Accents are dope, man. I work with a girl that's from Minnesota, and just hearing her pronounce shit, it's like, it's crazy. It's just like drawing out O's, like Minnesota. She talks like that. I'm like, God damn. Accents are crazy.
Joining the army is you're just in this like pool of
everything, the melting pot. I love it. But yeah, back to the tight ends.
It's hard to argue with. In 5 of his last 7 games, he's been a tight top 8 tight end, which isn't saying a ton, but I think if he hadn't missed those games with injuries, his roster percentage would be way higher.
He's getting work.
And somehow his involvement doesn't even seem to hurt Taysom Hill. It's weird, but Johnson's a true tight end. He's a big boy. He's 6'6". He's a good target down there. Andy Dalton loves him. Chris Olave's snap share has gone down the last 2 weeks. I never saw that, but
yeah, I don't know what that Dennis Allen sucks. I don't know what's going on over there.
I don't know. They mortgaged the farm for Chris Olave, and they gave up so much. What is
like if they're trying to showcase
top 4 pick?
Yeah, I just don't get the whole situation. I really don't with the Saints. Like not giving Jameis the keys back, like that was just flabbergasted. Like if you want to showcase the rookie that you gave up everything for, like
especially when you don't have your own first pick. Like if you don't want to make the playoffs because you're shit and you want to get your pick, that's fine. But you don't have your pick. Try to make the playoffs.
Like Andy Dalton's not going to showcase a stud receiver. It's just not going to happen. Like
I do think Jameis Winston does have a lagging, he had those microfractures in his back, and it looks like that takes a long time to truly heal. But he can play through it, and it's hard to believe he'd play worse than Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton makes some really good throws, and you're like, oh man, this is why he was so good in Cincinnati. And then you watch another throw, and you're like, not bad. And you watch another throw, and you're like, ooh. You watch another throw, and you're like, what the fuck is he doing? He's so inconsistent. He's essentially Zach Wilson with more tenure.
Maybe
that's exactly who he is.
Back up Wilson next year. That'd be crazy.
He can make some really good throws and then also do like a what the fuck moment.
Oh, Jesus Christ, the Jets.
I would rather see. The thing about Okonkwo is you're only starting if Tannehill plays. If Malik Willis is playing, you are not starting Okonkwo. Just drop him.
Can you start anybody outside of Derrick Henry and potentially?
No. Even if Tannehill plays, the only other option is Okonkwo, I think. If Burks is back, then you start Burks if Tannehill plays. And if Burks is back, I'm less excited to start Okonkwo.
It's crazy what them getting rid of AJ Brown did to that offense. That's just nuts.
You ever seen a GM fired mid-season after playing the opponent they traded their star player to?
That was fucking awesome. Jesus Christ!
Mike Vrabel said it all in the war room when that trade happened. He was like, "What the fuck?" AJ Brown.
I would have done the same thing. Like, what are you doing?
Brown is an absolute monster.
I also hate the fact that teams will just make trades without consulting the head coach. Like, I know you don't have to, but
he was consulted and said, "Pass."
Yeah, pass, and then you get overruled. Like, you want me to build a roster for you, and then you do shit like that. Like, oh God, that's depressing.
You want to buy the groceries if you're going to cook.
No, you're right. I do.
Dustin Knox at 54%. I'm surprised his rush percentage is that low, although I get it. I still don't.
Yeah, really weird. That was another one that was weird. Like,
I just don't. I honestly they're playing at Chicago. It's another dog shit weather game. At least Knox is going to get a lot of short area targets. But I think this could be a Josh Allen game where he's still an absolute fantasy stud and nobody else is.
Yeah.
Maybe Cook or Singletary or one of those, but just not a lot of.
He's had touchdowns the last 2 weeks, 8 targets this week, 7 targets last week. Like he's getting it, but
I think for me it's just a weather thing. Like, granted, he's still probably better than most of the tight ends out there. I put Fant on my list just because if Lockett is out, I could see Fant getting an increased target share. He is a good athlete. He's pretty good in open space. They've been using him as an inline blocker a lot more than I thought they would because that's not really what he's best at. Because they've just been running, a lot of 2 receiver. I mean, nobody hyper targets their 2 top targets like the Seahawks.
It's probably Metcalf or Lockett.
Fant, yeah. I mean, it's not. They're going to have to throw a lot, I think. Although Kansas City hasn't looked good the last 2 weeks, I still think neither has Seattle. So, as a Seahawks fan, I do think either Fant or Disley is likely to hit a touchdown. I wish they could do a combo, Fant/Disley anytime touchdown. I would take that bet, but I don't imagine that's an option. And then I think Taysom's always a good play in theory. He's getting touches, getting quarterback snaps. I think he had an 80-yard touchdown pass last week, and then he also had, I think, 5-6 carries. He's the kind of guy that you can essentially always start and not necessarily love it, but he's got more upside than anything else, or than anyone else really, and his downside's probably as fine as anybody else's.
I like that Okonkwo kid. I really do.
Oh, he's an athlete.
Yeah, but I think, and you may have said it already while I was gone, but it all depends on who starts for him to play. Because if it's not, what's his face?
If it's Malik Willis, you cannot play any Titans except for Derrick Henry.
Right. That's what I was trying to think.
And if Treylon Burks comes back, I think that does hurt Okonkwo a bit.
Well, you would figure, but I mean, he has kind of come into his own these last 2 weeks, where you would think they would try to include him in that game plan more.
That's
you would
when
think
Burks
so.
has been out, though. I feel like he's the replace. Although who knows? Burks will get a lot of attention because there isn't anybody else really, so it could help him out. I think if Tannehill plays, I would start Okonkwo even if Burks is back.
Oh yeah, to me, even if Burks is back, it's a matter of what quarterback is starting. If it's Willis, obviously nobody.
If it's Willis, it's nobody.
Right, because especially with Tannehill, with Tannehill, he's a game controller. He's gonna give Derrick Henry the ball. He's gonna try to get to that red zone, and he's gonna be like, "Hey, where's my tight end?" Like that's his game plan. They don't want him throwing further than 5 yards usually. So
I mean, I think when they had A.J. Brown, they at least tossed it. I mean, they have tossed some bombs to Burks, and he's looked good on those. I mean, he's a big boy. He's a physical receiver. He makes space without.
If he comes back healthy, like you said, he's going to draw most of that.
Well, it's been a concussion, so if he clears protocol and comes back, you're not worried about like injury lag.
Right.
So be nice to see him back.
Yeah.
He's been exciting to watch.
Well, I know Doughboy will be right back. I'll cover his defenses. Let's talk about defense, bro.
Yeah, let's do it.
So Doughboy went with Titans, Browns, Broncos, Bengals, and the Jags this week as options. I will go ahead and be the resident Jets fan here and tell you, do not listen to Doughboy, people. Do not start the Jaguars.
I would agree with that. I would not start the Jags. The upside to it is Zach Wilson does some dumb shit. So I mean, you have to think one turnover is baked in. It's just if that could be scored on or not is what really matters. I think the weather's going to play a factor. I think the Jets don't have a great run game. Bam Knights look pretty good. I wouldn't be surprised to see a lot of Michael Carter this week. He's a little banged up, Bam Knight. So I think there's worse plays in the Jags, but there's I was looking at the defense available in pretty much all my leagues, and there's a ton of better plays pretty much in every league, I think, at this point. Most of your leagues have half the teams that aren't paying attention anymore. And unless you have a really bad last place prize, most people have checked out if they're not in it. So
yeah, you can always tell when the playoffs start, because then you go check a sleeper and you're like, wait a minute, what do you mean this guy only had 18 points? Right? Didn't bother putting anybody in, doesn't care anymore.
Yeah, so I'm a little surprised to see that the Chargers are only on my list, because the Chargers play the Colts this week, which is the number 1 matchup for DSTs. And then they play the Rams next week, which is the number 2 matchup for DSTs. So I'm actually going to drop the Eagles for the Chargers because I don't love the Dallas matchup that much. And even though the Eagles have a great 17 matchup, if I can get the Chargers now, I don't want to carry 2 defenses, especially since all my live teams have Jalen Hurts. I'm trying to roster like 5 quarterbacks so I can talk myself into the worst one at the last minute.
That's good. Smart move.
Yeah.
Oh, he's back.
It's a fine start. Like the Jags are a fine start this week. You just said the weather was going to be terrible like 20 minutes ago. Zach Wilson's already dog shit.
I actually do think the Jags are a fine start. I was just trying to appease Jigga.
That's fucking crazy. Imagine having to do that. That's nuts. I was watching. I'm like, dude, this guy's a lunatic. You guys are crazy.
Well, I would say, honestly, I think they're a fine start, but I like a lot of the other defenses better. I think the Chargers are the best ad this week. They're available in every single league that I have looked at my waivers. So they're probably available in your league, and they play the number 1 matchup and then the number 2 matchup. Yeah. And they're not a great defense, but they're not bad. They're going to get after the quarterback. They're going to sack Matt Ryan, I don't know, 27, 28 times. You expect a few turnovers. Take
Yeah.
under on 27 sacks.
Yeah. Combined.
Fair enough, yeah.
I like the Broncos this week. I like the Broncos last week. I don't know. I don't mind
Yeah.
any of the. I mean,
I think
the one
that so
I'm
the
shying away
Broncos
from is the Bengals. Like that's probably the worst one on my list.
One of the things I just realized that we, in theory, should have realized earlier is that these defensive roster percentages are all fucked up because so many leagues don't play with defenses at all.
Yeah,
So
that's the one
the
thing with
threshold should
Sleeper.
be like 25% or something, you know.
Yeah.
But the Chargers are widely available. The Titans, I was suggesting to pick up the last couple weeks because the Texans were just looking like the absolute dream matchup. But now that Mills is back, they're really not. You know,
They're gonna fight.
Chiefs were just a great play last week. I think they only had like 3 or 4 defensive points. I don't know. I had the Titans on a lot of rosters sitting there waiting for this week, and I'm not playing them. I would much rather play the Chargers. Much rather play the Rams. The Lions at Carolina is a little bit. They just looked a little bit better, and I mean, how long do you really trust Sam Darnold to not completely shit himself?
He looked like shit last week. Like this
Yeah,
past
but
week,
they're taking it out of his hands. So now that they're playing the Lions, you would expect to rack it up a bit.
Damn, you like the Rams defense?
No, not really. But
Then why'd you put them on your list?
well, in a vacuum, I don't love the Rams defense, but I do love that they are playing the the Broncos. They're playing the fucking Brett Rippon Broncos.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
At home. So yeah, I like the Rams because they're playing Brett Rippon.
I'll take Brett Rippon all day. Rams defense is fucking washed.
They just don't care.
This guy.
I mean, the Broncos don't care either. I guess
Broncos
Brett
defense
Rippon
is
might
doing
care.
work though. Brett Rippon cares, man. He got to play for a contract. He's got to be a backup somewhere next year. On
a team that carries 3 quarterbacks.
He's going to start over Russ because Russ is washed. Who knows?
I honestly, man, I just don't think Russ is washed. I don't know what it is.
Well,
maybe it's my
maybe he
long-term
needs to tone
relationship
down.
with him.
I mean, you got to admit, like, he wasn't the same the last, like, few years that he was with you guys. Like, he got beat up a lot too early.
Well,
I don't know.
Well, honestly, he was always good until last year when he broke his finger.
I don't mind player hating on my division, but I also don't mind giving props when props are due. I don't think Brett Rippon's that bad. That's no man's.
So, wise guys, I thought that too. I confirmed that it is not the case. They're not. So, essentially, like the best defense will, only be maybe 70% rostered or something like that. It's,
I wonder.
It's all sleeper leagues. They don't filter that way, and it also really kind of affects. I mean, nobody gives a shit about kicker roster percentages, but it also affects like quarterback roster percentages. So, when you look at some of them that are a little higher, it's not filtered for. Most leagues have one quarterback, although I do think fantasy is moving towards some of the cooler formats. I greatly prefer super flex or 2 quarterback. I greatly prefer leagues that have 3 receivers and at least 2 flexes, that kind of thing, where like you massively expanded rosters.
You can keep your 2 quarterback leagues.
Yeah, I mean they're for more like hardcore fantasy players, so I get that. But
yeah, that's why I do my 20-team league. That's more hardcore for me. More hardcore degen. But I wonder if we can reach out to Sleeper, because I assume we'll do this again next year, and they could like just give us the percentages of our leagues, like our combined leagues only. That would be fucking sick.
Oh, that would be sick. Actually,
that would make everything like
holy shit.
Great.
If we can get that data, that we make a phone call about that.
I will say, season 2 of the KFFL will have a lot of enhancements.
Multiple leagues too. That would be
what
cool.
other word? What else can I get away with? Yes, there will be a lot of good stuff.
I like it.
Yeah, that would be fucking sick. And then just having more like have a regular standard snake draft league, have an auction draft, have like fucking best ball tournaments and shit like that. Yeah, next year's gonna be nice, I think.
I mean, we still need the one made tournament format like this. I think the playoffs the whole format needs to change a bit. I think one of the reasons I feel like trades were stifled was the standard 2-day thing. We need to just have like a centrally elected like trade review board, just like 5 guys. Like I could be on it, you could be on it, Jigga, just whatever, and you just look at it real quick, look at the teams, make sure that it's not blatantly obvious bullshit, and then just pass it. So it's like almost instant trades. Because in all my leagues in commission, which is almost all of them, trades are instant, and
that's how we do.
Dramatically increases trade. You can't wait 2 days.
It's a lot more work on whoever the GM is, but you're doing 25 leagues anyway, so you already have all the work on top of it. I can see where it would be a pain in the ass, but
I think you just have like an elected trade council, and it's whatever. You get. Maybe you have more people on it. Say 8 people on it. You get 4 people that say like looks fine, and then it passes. Yeah. I mean, you don't expect a lot of collusion, but it can happen in a big tournament league like this.
Yeah,
have a review, but you want it to be processed in a couple hours. Like you cannot wait 2 days.
At least before the next game, like before Thursday games. I mean, if it's Thursday players involved, and as soon as possible, but like Friday at the latest, I think.
Even then, it fucks up, like especially like 2-for-1s. You need the waiver. I mean, that shit needs to be fast.
That means that the 8 committee members have to be on their shit, like
that's why you have that many. And
sure.
As soon as you get that many votes or whatever, and you get for it, something like that. Maybe it's part of like an upstream thing, so you can just do your quick sign on there. That's the way to go, I think.
I like it. Yeah. I like more stats. I like more league options.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like fantasy. Fantasy's great.
Well, guys, I think that wraps up this week. Appreciate you guys breaking down the waiver wires. We're back next week. He's got some. Go.
Now, before we sign off, Doughboy, where do you oh, that's right. You're also low on Derek Carr this week. Probably no Derek Carr bets for you.
I mean, what do you have? I was going to say we have the under 26.5 total touches for McCaffrey.
Yeah, we got
attempts or whatever.
Opportunities.
Hold on. While you're thinking about that, Genwar said, before I forget, I should point out that I ended up first in my league in regular season play and am terrible at this game. It's all due to you guys' help. Thanks a lot. Nailed it. Yeah.
He does. Listen, he's come around. He's got about 5. I think this is like his 4th or 5th year, maybe longer. I don't know. But since I've been like helping him out, like here and there,
he helped in for a minute there.
Yeah, he's been gradually getting better each year. He understands who's shit and who's not shit now, so that's good. Once you can realize that, it gets so much easier. Yeah, about 5 years. Yeah, makes sense. But yeah, I don't know. What do you want for Derek Carr? What else do you have?
Ooh, like things that I feel like I have a different opinion on than the.
What do you have in your trade binder?
My trade binder.
Yeah, let me see your bet binder.
Okay. I made a few bets this week. Although
I fucking cleaned it. This was probably my best weekend.
That's what you're saying, yeah. How'd you do? Nuts. Tell me about it.
Well, it started off with UFC, which was great, and then Sunday I didn't bet any 1:00 games. I used 2 games in my teaser. I forgot who I had in the teaser, but I got lucky because I had the Cardinals +9, so that pushed, which was terrible. And then like the last game I had to wait on was the Giants at +11.5, so like I scooped that up. And then the 4:00 games, I had 2 units on the Raiders with 100% odds boost, so I got them at like +160, I think, or +150. And then I had 2 units on the Chargers, 2 units on the Broncos. Had to sweat every fucking game, obviously, because why not? And then had all the 4:00 games parlayed. It was just an insane day. It was such a good day. Gambling's great. Gamble responsible, everybody. No player props or anything this week, though.
Well, I'll tell you what. I like Garrett Wilson's over in 6 of the last 8 weeks, and it's not on my book yet, but I think on DraftKings I saw it was like 61 or 62. You have to take that over. And
it's tomorrow's night game. Yeah, let me see.
Yeah, so it should be. It should be up. What is it? What is it?
For the yards, Garrett Wilson's yards is 57.5.
Oh my God, hammer that. I'll send you money.
It seems low.
I'll send you money. Hammer that.
Zay Jones is 50.5. Like, I feel like this is a trap game.
I don't think I'm taking any Zay Jones bets, but I do think that I like the. I mean, I like the Garrett Wilson over. I will. I'll send you money if you wanna put some spread on there for me. And then I think unless Derrick Henry rushing total is like 140.
They don't have that.
You got to take the over. If it's like 110 or less, you've got to take it. Just got to take it.
Nah, they didn't put anything out yet. Well, the good thing about his is now it's like he's getting passing work as well, which I don't understand why it took so fucking long for them to throw him the ball. Like, I hate when people have weapons that they don't know how to use. You were given a gift and you don't know how to use it. It's like, give him the ball and let him just run. Let him do his thing. Nobody can tackle him in the open field. Swing pass, a dump off, a screen. Jesus. He might I don't know. It sucks, man, because I liked Henry since he got drafted, but obviously it took like 3.5 years and to catch on. And like,
well, I mean, DeMarco Murray was still running really well when they got him too.
DeMarco was washed after he left the Cowboys.
No, his first season there, I won a championship on his back.
Oh, I won a championship when I had to pick him up off the waiver wire and start him mid-season. That was fucking beautiful. That actually was a league winner.
The year I'm talking about, I drafted him for sure. But he was
still at the Cowboys when it was when McFadden got hurt, and then DeMarco came up.
Oh, we're on DMC. Rip.
My man's.
He's alive, I think. But...
No, he is. He's no Latavius Murray, but he's still my man's. Latavius Murray. How about
Latavius? Wow, yeah.
Just give him the ball 20 times.
Finally, Metaverse King, get in the thread. The link's up top. Jeff, if you want to get a bet in, you can hop on the thread here too. But Metaverse King, scroll up. Let's get you on here. Let's get a bet going. I like it. I like it.
I guess I can't really bet or see what that line is. Yeah, I'm fine with that McCaffrey bet. That's fine. It's not terrible.
No, I think that's a fair line. I haven't actually looked at what
I was gonna say, like, I don't even know what it is, like what it would be.
I haven't looked at actual like DraftKings, what his touches are, or what his probably carries and or receptions, but not combined.
Yeah. Is that game a Monday night game or Sunday night? It's Sunday night. No, it's Saturday.
Is it Monday? No. Is it Sunday? No. Oh, Saturday's left. It must be Saturday.
Process of elimination. That's what they taught me in school. That's how you do
Doughboy,
it.
you got. Oh, there we go. We still got. Was that you, Doughboy? Or we still got Jig in the background.
Jig, I'm off tomorrow. I can shoot the shit for as long as you guys want.
Take all the time you want. Listen,
I don't give a shit.
I'm listening to you. I'm taking my notes. I'm watching the Knicks game. I'm Degen huddling it.
Ooh, I'll tell you what. I got
I mean,
a couple bets on the Knicks tonight.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I got the Knicks -6.
Yes. So smart. Hammered the Jets 4-1. The hockey Jets.
I missed you. Oh my gosh. They probably made him verify his password like 30 times.
All right, Metaverse. What are you proposing exactly?
He said, "Oh, I'm fully in bed, not joining the stream." Come on, PJ time. All right, let's take a 30-second commercial break. Everybody go get some PJs. Go.
Turn your camera off. Just get some audio. It's gonna be really hard to do via one-way chat. So I got Knicks -6, and I got Knicks Warriors total over 220.5.
You know what I love?
93.75 right now, Knicks.
I love
103.75.
No, 93.75. Third quarter.
I bet the Sixers team total.
It's looking good.
Over 112.5 yesterday.
Points tonight.
They go to overtime and they still can't fucking hit the team total. That's
what are you betting around?
I said I bet the Sixers team total 112.5 yesterday. I bet the over. They went to overtime and they only scored like 106. Yeah, 106.
Wait, this deserves its
moment. I like that. I like that.
Win against Tiki. Sparty, don't forget.
That's a good one.
It's not just Tiki. It's Tiki and Rondé. You get to walk around and say, I beat Tiki and Rondé Barber. That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah,
It's not terrible.
So all three
what's
of us
your
are
what's your
completely
lineup
out.
looking like? Are you feeling pretty good about it?
He said,
Yeah,
"Are we betting football?"
I prefer to bet football, but I mean,
Cup's
I'm a
over.
degen. I'll bet anything. Chinese ping pong.
Let me see what they have for exotics.
What
What
Metaverse?
do you
Just
think of Metaverse?
click the link and just turn your video off. Get in the audio because
Yeah,
it's gonna be
dude,
hard
keep the camera
hard
off
to do
and
it this
just
way.
do audio.
Yeah, just do audio.
Cricket? There's no cricket
back.
going
You
on
guys
right now.
Ooh, actually, so Chicken Nuggets knows a little bit about cricket.
Golf, handball. Ooh, handball. Ooh, can watch France handball. Oh, damn, you actually can watch. Let me see this game. What do you want, cat? Shit, no, I can't. I would need to get I'm trying. I need to find time because I want to get a horse racing, like a horse betting thread going.
Ooh, that's right. So I told you this, but I'm going to the Kentucky Derby for my 40th next year.
Yeah. Ooh, highlight.
Has anybody in the chat been to Louisville? Because I'm looking at booking an Airbnb right now. I'm thinking about staying in the New Lou East Market area. As you might imagine, it's quite expensive for the weekend.
Oh yeah. Oh
We're
yeah.
looking at
Saratoga's the same thing.
$12,000-$13,000.
I'm gonna jump in real quick. Jen said, "Let's bet some highlight. Let's go, bro. Listen. Let me tell you about. Yo,
Which
I
one
used
is
to
that?
love going to watch highlight. The one with that Scoopy.
Yeah.
It's the fucking banana, the banana
Yo,
whip.
I used to
you ever
go
saw
watch it when I
Jackass
lived in
where they
Florida?
highlight the shit out of oranges at Johnny? Yeah,
I watch it. In
that's
Florida.
how that was my introduction to highlight.
What up, Hillside homie in the chat? Chris
came in.
Sparty said, "Hit up da." He's from that town.
I've been racing digital dogs all day.
Of course, the Puerto Rican jumps in for highlight. That's so wrong. You know what, Sparty? I'm done.
Is that
Party,
accurate?
who the hell? Who is da?
Da,
Is that somebody I should know? He's from Louisville.
I was just.
I like that. I like that intel, but I just have no fucking idea who.
I would just post in the general Discord, like who's in Louisville. Raise of hands, and then process of elimination.
Damn, so is Puerto Rico or Kentucky?
Damn, your daughter ain't having it, bro.
Are you here?
She's pissed.
Yeah, she's not usually like this. She had a fever.
Ugh. Poor kid. That sucks.
Yeah, she'll be okay.
Yeah, I don't know anybody in Louisville, but also, I'm not spending that kind of money to fucking go to Kentucky. That's why I said I'm never going.
We threw that game. We gave it away by doing that. We gave them the friggin' game. In my opinion, that sucked. What's that?
What's that?
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
Such a good soundbite.
I was like, what the fuck are you? Who just sent you that?
All right, Sparty, I'll look into it.
Yeah, I want to start.
Oh, yeah. I know Florida Gator. Okay.
I want to have a horse racing thread and Knights thing, but I have to have more time that I can dedicate to a weekly card, like pick my day and do it. That would be fucking sick.
Yeah.
Wish I could stream it. I think I can, but I can't show the races or something like that.
Probably right.
So many stupid rules and regulations. Shit sucks.
I can't imagine we could show NFL clips here.
Oh, no. Absolutely not. No, that's the whole thing. Like, that was the whole Pat McAfee thing. He paid all that money, and he wasn't allowed to say National Football League or show any clips other than what they sent him. Like, it's stupid. Imagine spending millions and millions of dollars for permission to use their content, and you can't use their content. Like, what the fuck did I just pay you for?
I mean, they're so like, because you get a guy like Pat McAfee who's a bit animated. If he had free reign, I love him. Don't get me wrong, but I can see the NFL being like, all right, if this guy has free reign to all of NFL films, etc., he can make us look like a clown show.
They do that well enough on their own. First off,
I know but they don't like it pointed out.
But also, not being able to say National football league is just fucking crazy. It's just crazy.
What's crazy is Terry McLaurin checking with the line judge that he was on the line of scrimmage, getting the nod, and then getting flagged.
I heard there was some bullshit that happened in that game.
And that looked like some bullshit. And then also, ooh. No, I have the Lions minus 2.5 in a parlay. Yeah. I love the Lions.
I was gonna say Lions are probably a solid bet this week.
Carolina just got smoked by the Steelers at home. Yeah. All right. Yeah. No, I'm on your same side there. Let's see. Let me pull up some lines from my book here. Ooh, Eagles money line. So I think the Eagles will cover. I think I got them at -5.5 or +5.5. I think that's too dramatic of a shift for what
that's what
happened. No, it opened at
well,
I think Eagles -1, and then the Hurts news it moved +4.5 now. So I got them at +5.5. I still think that's too dramatic of a shift, even though it's in Dallas. I think that Dallas has lost 2 of their premium secondary defenders, which people seem to just not realize. Like that's why the Jaguars torched them. That's why they have looked subpar. That's why that's why Chris Moore had 180 yards where the hell he had. Like so they're exploitable for certain. And Gardner Minshew is a really good backup. Also, and I don't know how much this actually matters, but Gardner Minshew loved fucking Mike Leach, and now you give him Mike Leach like tribute game to go out and show out. I liked it. I like the narrative. My mom went to Washington State. I'm always been a Cougar. I didn't go there myself, but always been like Cougars in my blood. Love Gardner. I kind of like the Eagles. Also, fucking hate the Cowboys, but
fair. I actually kind of
driver. It's weird. I hate the Cowboys just because of all the people I knew who loved the Cowboys growing up and stuff.
They're assholes.
I pretty much like all the guys on the Cowboys as individual players. I just hate.
I don't think I've met a Cowboys fan that I've liked.
Yeah, that's.
I grew up where I grew up.
I like Dak.
You were either an Eagles fan, a Steelers fan, or you're a Cowboys fan, and it was ignorant all around, except for the Eagles. Like they weren't as ignorant.
Blindest thing I've ever heard. Everyone else was ignorant except us. We weren't ignorant. Metaverse King, what else you got? I think Doughboy's on this dial up. I think he runs it from his Cricket Cellular, and it's apparently not great. So Jags Jets is a pretty good matchup. Titans -5. Okay, I like that. God, betting on the Texans is not something you generally recommend for anyone ever. But I don't hate that. It's in Houston, isn't it? Actually, my book still's got a line on it. All right, let's consider that. Let's put it on the potential burner. Thing is, I think Titans -5 is a fair line if Malik Willis plays, because that's how much better I think the Titans are as a team as a whole. Even though their secondary is bad, their run defense is unbelievable, and Houston is simply not going to beat you through the passing game. And also, Houston's 2 best players, Brandon Cooks, not going to play. Dameon Pierce out for the season. I actually thought Davis Mills had some potential after last year, and I mean, who knows? These have been really shitty situations he's been in, and he's looked better the last 2 weeks and missed a few games. But I think if Tannehill doesn't play, I think Titans -5 is a fair line for Malik Willis. Might move to maybe 4. I think if Tannehill play, you know what? I'll take 5.5. I'll take Texans and the 5.5. I'll tell you what. I'll take Texans and the 5.5, contingent on Tannehill playing, And if it turns out Malik Willis is starting, we can shift it to 4.5. What do you think?
Who's the current favorite in that?
Titans are favored, I guess, by 5. That's why he's saying that. I don't. That line is not available on my book.
If Malik
mine is really conservative, they won't put any lines up. So I was saying 5.5 if it's Tannehill, 4.5 if it's Malik.
Yeah, it's
what do you think?
5.
3.5 if it's Malik. 4 maybe with a push opportunity.
I'll tell you this right now: if Malik's starting, I'm betting the Texans.
At what line though?
Money line. I'll take the money line. I'll take the Texans straight up.
Ooh.
Malik is shit. He's real bad. Like, I don't think he can lead a team, an offense to score points. I think he has to use his legs.
Here's the thing. Last 2 times that they played, Derrick Henry is averaging 198 yards from scrimmage. He had 240 and 190 or something like that.
That's
something
fine.
Insane. So
that's fine.
I don't think the game plan shifts. No, I like Falcons money line. I think it's a toss-up. It's going to be 60-mile-an-hour winds. So I don't love it.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Who fucking knows? In a game like that, who knows? If the money line is really good, if it's over plus 200, then I say it's fine.
I would look at the running. I would look at Algier and Patterson's
plus 285. Why not? I mean, I honestly, I think that game is more of a toss-up. I think the Browns are probably a better team. The Browns are a better team, but
Tyler Huntley is also ass.
Yeah, Tyler Huntley is ass. Also, they're Demarcus Robinson, or no, who's the other receiver they have? Duvernay's out.
Yeah,
he broke his foot or something.
Yeah, that don't look terrible either. Even
plus 285 for a coin flip, take it. Why not?
Yeah, I think.
Sorry, Ravens,
I think the points in the Houston. I think the 5 points, regardless, I think is fine.
Weather's, I guess, a little bit on Baltimore, right? Yeah, it's Cleveland in 60-mile-an-hour winds. My bad. Yeah, I mean, at plus 285, why not sprinkle it? I think it's certainly. I would put that game in a coin flip with Tyler Huntley. They got 3 points against the Browns, right?
God, Tyler Huntley sucks.
It was ugly. Honestly, it's not even a Tyler Huntley problem. It's the
entire team problem.
Yeah.
It's really showing when your offense is literally one person. That's not good.
Losing Hollywood hurt them more than they thought.
And they weren't even using him like that. Kyler used him more efficiently than fucking Lamar did. It's crazy.
Well, yeah. I mean, they were using him in a different way, but his usage helped that offense a lot.
Yeah, that's just a bad team. It's crazy to say it's a bad team because they have a winning record, but I just don't like that team.
I'll take it, Metaverse, if you want that.
Yeah, I think taking Houston plus 5 is I think it's a fine play. Like I said, I think it's a 3-point game regardless. But
no, I'll say.
And then Falcons points against Baltimore is probably a fine take also.
Okay. All right, let's do that. Let's do that, Metaverse. What are you thinking? Our standard bet on the show is 0.03, but we could move it.
It's $25 ish.
Yeah. Oh, also tell your boy DJS he still owes me 0.03 from Switzerland beating Serbia.
Damn, Falcons plus 7.5 is kind of nice.
Well, I'm a little worried maybe he died because he went super radio silent on our show chat. If he died, then I'm not worried about the 0.03.
The Seahawks are plus 9.5 against the Chiefs.
Yeah. Have you seen the Seahawks play lately? Because I've watched all of their games from start to finish. And,
are they worse?
I get it.
Are they worse than Houston?
No, but not a lot better.
Plus 9.5 it is then. That's crazy.
In Kansas City,
I'll tease that.
10. Oh, tease it for sure.
100%. But even 9.5,
I could see him losing by 10 or 13.
The Texans were, what, plus 10.5?
If you could tease it past the 13, then you do it.
Oh, yeah, it's easy. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
it's
fine
not
with
easy, but it's not bad.
Well, that's only what a 4-point teaser.
You can do up to 7 on DraftKings. Obviously, the odds go down. But
is it 4 teams for 4 points or?
Yeah, I usually do 6 teams. I think
How
you
can
do
you get those?
4 teams. So hold on, it's let me see.
Honestly, my book
teams.
doesn't tell you what you're doing wrong when you put teaser stuff in, and so I just stopped trying. It just says like, "Oh, you're doing something wrong for this teaser."
Yeah, 6 point, 6.5, 7. Oh, I just saw the 13 point. They added the monster there. That wasn't there last week.
But how many teams do you have to have in a 6-point teaser?
6, 4. You can do this has 4. You can do it with 4. Some books are weird, man. I used to like when during COVID, like.
So I don't know if you know this. I don't know how much these shows you watch, Metaverse King, but I'm 3-8 in Steed's bets this year.
That's crazy. You started off 3-0, didn't you?
No, 2-0.
So,
no, I don't know. I had 3 losses, but listen, I had some crazy. I mean, just like crazy matchups where it just hogwash. The thing is, I'm down to bet a Steed on something else. I do not love the Texans enough to throw a Steeds on there.
That's like a 3.5 unit play.
Let's find one we like. I'm down to do a Steeds bet. It's got to be something else. Also, I got to piss.
I might put a unit and a half on the 5 points for Houston.
I don't think it's a bad bet.
No, I like it. Like I said, I think it's a 3-point game. I really do, but the fuck do I know? Let me see if I can pull up. I want to see this. Week 16. See if I can share my screen. Is that where the games are there? Perfect. All right. So Jacksonville Jets win. Baltimore, Atlanta win. Carolina is sunny, but Jigga said it's supposed to get windy. Win. All right. Giants and Vikings are in the dome. Eagles and Dallas in a dome. Tampa Bay and Arizona is in a dome, and Chargers in a dome. I believe Miami opened the favorite in this game against Green Bay. And I don't think I agree with it at all. I fucking hate betting $4 Aaron Rodgers. But I do not think that the Dolphins being favored is correct. But I'm also not a bookmaker. Must not. Oh, there it is. Yeah, Dolphins minus 200. Green Bay plus 4. $4 Aaron Rodgers gets Romeo Doubs back. Christian Watson dropped off the face of the fucking planet. Which is, you love to see it. Pedestrian. Doubs getting any work. 5 targets. All right. All right. So no more excuses for $4 Aaron Rodgers. He's got all of his targets he could ask for. And what did he put up last week? 3 points? Yep. God damn. He's so bad. Fucking Aaron Rodgers. $4 Aaron Rodgers. On the hands. It's gross. I think that's fine. Where do you sit on this one?
All right, sorry about that. I could hear you the whole time. Luckily, you couldn't hear me because I was pissing. But
whatever. Yeah, the Packers Dolphins game is fucking a weird one to me. I don't think the Dolphins are minus. I don't think they're minus 200 favorites. It's 2-1 favorites. I don't know if that's right. I don't know.
I think it makes sense.
It's really weird. Again, fuck $4 Aaron Rodgers. Again, I'll say it over and over and over. But what? How many more excuses does he need? He's in a warm weather game.
Yeah, actually, if you look at his record in Florida, it's bad.
That's fucking crazy. He's in a warm weather game and he has all of his wide receivers back. 2 healthy running backs and a tight end.
None of them. I mean, Christian Watson might prove to be a star, but
8 points last week, whatever. I mean, that should come around.
Oh yeah, I heard you saying that.
Doubs
so
had 5 for 5.
Watson prop, if you want to do it, it's Dobbs. If you want to take a Christian Watson prop, though, then I'm interested on and over.
What are his numbers? Oh, they don't have them up yet. You fucking things.
What do you have this time? He never gets a lot of targets.
Watson?
So, yeah, even in his big games, I think the most he ever had was 8, but he's usually getting like 4 to 6. He's just you're banking on a big play with him.
6, 7, 6, 6, 8.
I would take a Watson touchdown.
Oh, yeah. Last week was the only one he didn't have a touchdown. Is that a flop? What's the prop on that one? That has to be up.
Is it up?
Team props game. No, these fucking. Why are these so scared? Just release it. Stop being so scared.
All right, Metaverse King. Is there any games that you feel like you have a stronger lean than the general book? I guess. I would take the Falcons plus 7.5 against the Ravens.
Yeah, that's also like a teaser play too. I don't know.
I love teasers with low over unders and big spreads. Like,
I hate over unders. I'm not over under. Yeah, the big spread.
I'm saying if you're leaning teasers, like if you have a big spread and a game with a low over under, like seems reasonable.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Dolphins are 4. Yeah, I don't know. I guess that seems fair. I mean, they have certainly seemed like the better team. I'm seeing Dolphins -4 and then -210 money line.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd probably just stay. I personally probably just stay away from that game. It looks too good to be true. Like I'll end up betting the Packers. They'll look great, and then they'll collapse.
Oh, yeah. Me too, Metaverse King. I'm having a very bad year. I'm
Ooh,
God,
nice.
It's not
the play is.
I've always had like neutral or positive years, and this has not been one of those.
The problem is player props will fucking drain your account. That will definitely be a thing. If you are like a huge player prop bettor and you don't like do the work to see what's going on, that will drain your account from like your average spread / money line bet. And it stinks.
Which Titans best Metaverse? Just like the 0.03 standard?
Is it this one?
If so, then I'll do the 0.03 on that. If you want to get a Steeds bet, I feel like I'm looking at the lines. I'll tell you the things that I'm leaning. You tell me if there's something you're leaning opposite. I think. Okay, we'll do that one. That's locked in. Write it down, Doughboy. We never remember these.
All right. In the Discord. I'll get ours in there too. Oh, damn.
Right. Oh, also, do you remember us making a bet for how the Raiders finish over the next 10 years?
It was the next 8 years, and
because I found like a scribble in my notepad on my phone that was like 0.01 per week for every game for the next 8 years, and I was like, "What the fuck is this dribble?"
It's for every year that the Ravens win their division, I guess, and the Raiders don't win their division. I owe Emperor 0.01, but if the Raiders win, I get 3x whatever. So like if we make it to year 3, I get 3 times 3. I get 9
9.09.
Yeah, some shit like that. So, I mean, it's a good bet for me. I think it's over 8 years, so that's nice. As long as ETH doesn't go to $100 million, I'm good.
All right, so Metaverse, the lines I like, I think I like Lions -2.5 against the Panthers. I think I like Bengals -3.5 at the Patriots. I like Falcons +7.5 at the Ravens.
What was the thing? Attempts or touches? Or opportunities?
Opportunities. So it also includes passing attempts.
Okay, sure.
26.5. So it's yeah. Targets, carries, throws. And then I guess if like he were to kick a field goal, that might count. It's hard to say.
Out of here with that. Kicks a field goal that I owe you $1 million, which you'll never get. All right.
Any of those sound steed-worthy to Metaverse King? You have a lean on either side of those? That was let's see here. That was I think the Bengals -3 at the Patriots. The Lions -2.5 at the Panthers. Or did I name another one in there? Oh yeah, the Falcons +7.5 at the Ravens. A lot of away teams. It's always a little dicey.
I went through. There's 4 dome games, and they all look kind of.
Oh, so you're on the same side as I am. All right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I got the Eagles line at +5.5. Now it's +4.5. Not that it crossed the magic number, but I don't like it as much.
Could move again. I have to remember that majority of the games are Saturday, but
now if I had to bet on Dolphins Packers, I think I would take the Dolphins -4. Any thoughts on that?
I do not. I would not. I think I'm just passing on that game in general.
Yeah, because you thought Packers should be favored.
I didn't think it should be. I didn't think it should be +4, like 2. I don't know. I think it's closer, but I'm not an odds maker. I just see what I see on Sundays, and that's it.
Yeah, I do feel like I have a problem. Is the way we've watched football has changed so much. Unless you're like sitting down and watching the all 22, we're all kind of digesting these, overlapping games in the same way, which is red zone, which is a really shitty way to actually learn how a team plays. And
I used to actually go back
individual games, and
my friend had Game Pass, so you could watch everything in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, all 22 is cheap as fuck.
Yeah.
If you actually want to do it. And so back in the day before red zone, I was a really good bettor because I was running like 72% for like a 3-year NFL span. I'd make like 1 to 2 bets a week, like things I really had conviction and that kind of thing. But now, like, I mostly just watch red zone.
Yeah, I mean that's how we digest it nowadays, and I'm all right. I'm okay with it. I don't mind it, but you obviously learn more by watching.
It's the best way to watch, as far as like, especially for fantasy.
Well, for what we do,
yeah.
For fantasy, obviously, yeah. Damn, I got smoked. That sucks. I've been racing digital greyhounds all day. It's fucking great.
You've been what? I'm sorry?
Racing digital greyhounds. Here, I'll show you.
My Discord has been apparently thinking I was trying to send it an audio message, and it's been recording everything I've been saying forever into the KFFL chat.
Nice. You didn't say anything bad.
No, I didn't actually send, but it was just like typing this like marathon.
This might crash my computer. But if it does, I don't know if you can end the stream or not. If you can't, then I won't play this. All right. Here it goes. Fucking digital greyhounds.
Is that like your digital horses thing you do?
Yeah, kind of. But this is like.
I've still never watched a Z race.
Yeah, good. Don't. Okay, I have the 8 and the 1.
Is this live?
Rabbit. No, this is a replay, but I didn't watch it yet. This is mine.
Oh, I have my NFL All Day packed open.
Oh, did you get a good one, or did you get one of the $100 ones? Oh, we gotta watch that. Hold on. Yeah, let me see this, and then we gotta watch that.
Let me cue it up. Yeah. No rush.
Yeah, it's just it's basically another race simulation game, but like you can train your dogs to get better stats on like certain things.
Did you ever race chocobos?
Nah, I never played that during my day.
That's the best game in the history of time, in my opinion.
I do want to play it.
So I actually I have this dream where we're filthy rich, and so me and my little brother played it back when we were barely had a PlayStation. We were too poor to have a memory stick, so we left our PlayStation on for days and days and days. And then there's a point in the game where you get to this point where you have to cross the desert, and if you don't, and we didn't have a guidebook or anything, and to beat that game without a guidebook at all or any help takes a lot of learning and trying and stuff, right? So we left the PlayStation on at this point for, I don't even know, 10 or 11 days. We go to cross this desert where you face this massive sandworm that you cannot beat.
Yeah, what was the name of the game?
Final Fantasy VII.
It was, all right, I knew it was Final Fantasy. I didn't know which one it was. My cousin.
7's the best. So 8, 9, 10. 10 is where it dropped off a tiny bit. But 7, 8, 9 are fantastic games. 7 is the best. It's in my opinion, the best game of all time. It is so well done. Takes you over 100 hours to beat. I mean, in theory, maybe you could do it faster, but it's something you don't want to. And we certainly didn't. We played it without a guide. I would go to school, we'd get stuck. We'd go to school, talk to some buddies who'd played it, be like, hey, you know what to do here? That kind of thing. Who do you talk to? But we would spend, just hours just doing
my cousin used to play it, and I don't like story mode games, so that's probably why I never played it. The only story mode games I liked were Super Mario Brothers. Obviously, those are good story modes, but they're not I guess they're not true story modes because you can't really level up throughout the story and acquire more shit. I guess extra lives and stuff. I don't know. And Zelda, Zelda to me is a story mode because you're using your resources, the rupees and everything to fund your game as you go. So to me, that's a true story mode. Whereas Super Mario Bros. Kind of, but it's not really.
No, I'd certainly say it's closer to Zelda. I would say. What I'd actually really loved about Final Fantasy VII is the way that the combat worked, because it was a turn-based combat, so you could essentially, rather than a Street Fighter or anything else combat style, it's super strategic. You only had X amount of time to make your decisions.
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh, let me see what they do this, do this. I actually loved that style of combat, especially where you.
Good.
So I mean, just you might have, depending on the fight, as many as 3 guys fighting, or in a huge battle, maybe 6 of your guys fighting. They all have different powers. You want to see what they do. You have a little bit to respond, but it gets hectic, But
my cousin used to play that Final Fantasy and all the Resident Evil games. Those were the story mode games he would play. So I would just watch him play. Because he thoroughly enjoyed playing that style, where I didn't. But I don't mind when we do it today. We watch Twitch. We watch someone else play the game because that's how
I remember Final Fantasy VII was the first game me and my little brother really fell in love with, and we would just so you get the certain events where something crazy's happened. It goes in the story mode where it just goes to the sequence, and at the time it was just the most insane graphics ever, and it'd be this 10-minute movie about how the evil company Shinra did something, and we'd just be captivated by the moment, just it was the shit.
Yeah, gaming has come far away, a long way.
Yeah, but I feel
my days of being 7 and 8.
You can't. I mean, these classics are just
untouchable. Yeah. One of my friends is I guess you.
I just have 2 packs open. So here's what's funny. I did the week 14 playbook, and was a little annoyed because I did it, but I guess I burned my common moments later than they had intended for you to be allowed to burn them.
Interesting.
And so then it didn't register that I got it. So then I sent a help desk ticket, and I said, hey, I did this. I burned these moments. I took a screenshot of it because it just the whole time just seemed like it was working right, And did that, and he's like, oh, I see here that you did this. In the future, please keep note of the cutoff times for playbook entries. And I was like, Listen,
Just give my
motherfucker,
free
your
shit.
playbook has been sketchy as shit since you went to this like rookie all-pro division.
It really has been.
I was like, da-da-da. He's like, so we'll award you with what you see on the far right there, the Celebration Series 1 Release 1. So I was like, well, that's not the pack I would have gotten for completing this playbook. And I completed the fucking playbook. So
Give me my money.
yeah, I was like, either fix your shit. Don't tell me I didn't do your deadlines in time when they were still open and I completed it and you took my moments and burned them. Like,
Yeah,
I completed it. So I actually didn't know that. They never actually replied to that because I essentially said, like, fuck you, dumb cunts type thing. But apparently I have a. Oh, it's only one moment. Oh, I don't. Is this right?
see,
Whatever.
those ones are ass. But I understand. Yeah, I tried to do the playbook last week, and it was being sketch.
Dude, it's so hard to even track like what yards you've been given yet. It's really discombobulated now.
Yeah, I just whatever. Whenever I get a chance to sell something for $20, I just sell it. Like slowly get it out.
I have that Series 1 Mahomes rare number 69. You know,
that's a good one though.
In theory,
that one's always good. Ooh, I have a rare and powerful Patrick Mahomes. Not moment, but have you seen like the STG football game that's been going around, like on Twitter? Knight's been retweeting some stuff. So it's basically Blitz, but it's 4v4. Yeah, this is 4v4, and you open packs to get your players for defense and offense, and they're real players. In different
rarities. And the game is actually online.
Like it is online, yes. So I have to get my I have to get a new computer before I try it, but I have my oh nice green screen. I have my controller so I can play it, but my computer fucking crashes every time I try and do something, so I have to wait. But Jigga and Zook have been playing like 1 or 2 nights a week, and
it's all right.
I mean, from what I watched, there's a couple of the big like content creators stream it. But yeah, it's someone plays quarterback, someone plays wide receivers, and someone plays running back.
So it's actually 4-on-4.
Yeah, it's actually 4v4, and then you do the same on defense too.
Okay.
Let me find the name of it, and I'll send it to you in Discord. I'll send you the Twitter. But yeah, I've been trying to get my shit together and get a better setup here, so I can play without crashing my computer.
It's not my favorite thing, but it works. I guess it's like what they did to try to like make up for. No, I have to remind them that I got that because that message I said, but that's still not the fucking pack I actually want. It's fucking clowns.
You're not gonna be able to open a Terry Bradshaw moment now.
We'll see. I do have that. That's what we're doing now.
But you do have a sweet gold trophy.
Oh yeah, I know.
That's kind of sweet. You can let people know.
Look at this banner.
Yeah, I have a sweet banner too. Very excited about mine.
So it was a 6% chance at Legendary or Ultimate. So it's actually not terrible.
That's actually pretty nice.
It's the highest I've seen ever.
Am I dead? God damn it! The Jets were up 4-1 when I looked, and now I just got a text. Oh, they're up 5-1.
The Winnipeg Jets?
Yeah.
You betting on hockey?
Yeah. My friend has like a monthly service with one of the cappers, so he just like sends me the max bets every once in a while. And his max bet was the Jets tonight. And then like an hour and a half before the game, they announced that the Jets goalie was out. So my friend's like, "Oh, my max play's dead." I was like, "I didn't bet it yet, but let me look." And the backup goalie for the Jets is literally just as good as Ottawa's goalie, in my opinion. So I was like, "Fuck it, I'll ride." His was like a 3-unit play. I put like 1.5 on it, but it's looking promising at the end of the second. And plus, I have to do a DraftKings. You know, they send you these missions, bet consecutive days, and get this reward kind of deal. And I'm trying to go up to gold from Platinum, I think. Gotta get my bets in. I dabble in hockey. I try to stay away from basketball just because it's a fucking scam, and I definitely stay away from college sports.
So I think the bowl games are actually really fun to bet on because it's like one of the one of the weird markets where you can hit an ultra line or something insane because a lot of players aren't even playing. I mean, it's just such a fucking
shit show. It's a mismatch crazy show. But that's why I don't like betting college because things like that could happen.
I did bet the Toledo under. Which is looking real good right now. 20 total points with 2 minutes left in the third. 51 point under.
That's kind of nice.
Here we go.
So what do we have to get here? Where the fuck are your moments at? So you got it, Bradshaw. Wait, was it only one card?
I fucking hope not.
And you got either Bradshaw or Franco. What the fuck happened here?
I think it might be.
If you paid $100 for Terry Bradshaw, I'm gonna be pissed for you.
69.
I'm gonna be even more pissed for you. No way.
Yeah.
What?
It's a whole pack.
Oh my god, it'd be fucking sick. You got scammed. You just got fucking scammed.
I mean, they're all scams.
I understand that, but that was the biggest
This is the worst one.
That is a big scam right there. Jesus Christ, they got your ass good.
Yeah.
Terry, is it worth like $1 at least?
Oh, let's see. Okay.
That's crazy. Come on, Terry. Come on, $30 at least.
Hopefully, because I mean, these are the challenges where it's historical and rare. It's probably
all right. That's fucking sucks, but all right.
I did not. If I would have known it was just the one moment, I would not have bothered.
I'm so glad I didn't get it. God damn. Well, I got home for I guess the second drop was delayed, like the legendary pack or whatever. That was $600.
There's no way you qualified for it though.
No, not at all. But then I got
only like 190 people actually qualified for it.
There was only 24 packs available out of like 56 or something.
But so only like 190 people even qualified for that drop. So you had like a 1 in 8 chance.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
To qualify, you had to have either all of the rares in series. I mean, it was like crazy. All the rares in series 1, all the commons. You had to have like a full set of something.
Hell no.
Which very few people have.
Is this guy playing? Oh, this guy's playing. Hold on. What? The football game. Private chat, and then we can call it if you want to call it a night.
Yeah, probably that too.
Maybe you went to sleep.
What is it you're looking at?
The guy that I sent you in the side chat, he's playing the STG football game right now.
Sure.
Look at what it looks like.
Oh yeah.
But other than that, yeah.
So how do we have access to this or?
Yeah, you have to download Epic Games and
I have Epic Games because I play Magic.
Oh, nice. Then you have to download. I mean, you just download STG Football.
Okay.
From the App Store.
STG Football.
You can play for free, but then you can also if you obviously want to build a collection, like you can buy packs. They have They have, I think, 2 packs listed or something like that. No active marketplace yet, but actually, I want to see if I can see my account from here.
It's cool though. You think it might take off?
I don't know. Honestly, I really don't.
What's the website?
Hold on 1 second.
Not the Twitch, but the actual like football.
I think I sent the Twitter link. Hold on. It's literally stgfootball.com. Where is my inventory?
Okay.
Wait, did they take? All right, they're still up. All right, cool. Inventory. Show off my suite. I got a dog shit Christian Kirk. If I could trade it or burn it, I would probably burn it. Sweet number 2 out of 50, though. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of nice.
I really like Christian Kirk's opportunity moving forward. They're going to get I mean, they have Kevin Ridley coming next season. Like, I think Christian Kirk could be a really good option.
Wait, what are you talking about?
He shouldn't, just for fantasy moving forward. Like he.
I'm talking about Kirk Cousins. Shitty Kirk Cousins. Ooh. No, I love the Jags going forward next year. I think the Jags are going to be insane. Like, they get to add Ridley to already, like, explosive offense. Like,
they have the benefit of playing in a just a absurdly bad offense.
Yeah.
So that's, or I'm sorry, division rather. So that's that's always nice.
My sweet, very rare number 4 of 10 elite level 1 Patrick Mahomes. It's kind of nice.
So that means you can play as him, or what does that mean exactly?
That's my quarterback. Yeah, if I play, like, I get to play as Pat Mahomes. So here, like, he has, like, the stat lines and shit, like his energy and speed. Like, you can unlock these things to get, like, more power, more speed and shit. Like, I gotta get a whole, like, full rundown. But I know, like I said, there's been a couple people actually streaming it, so get a chance to see it. And shitty Kirk Cousins, number 2. That's kind of nice. He's full bar on passing, but yeah, you get to be decent defensive players too. I got Devin McCourty. It's kind of sweet for defense.
Yeah,
but yeah, I don't know. It looks. They just like made an announcement like there's gonna be able to do like custom tournaments and all this crazy shit. So it like really fits in perfect for what the Knights like do already with our gaming.
Yeah, I like that.
If we can do our own custom tournaments, that's basically just doing Madden tournaments without playing Madden. So
I used to love Madden back in the day.
Madden was great back in the day. I hate playing Madden now.
It's gotten too complicated for your casual player.
Yeah. I think the only video game that I would go back to playing is probably Call of Duty. First person shooter is my thing.
Oh, I still play Call of Duty sometimes. Like so Jada the Izu hopped in the chat earlier. It's my nice cousin. They play quite a bit.
I just chose not to keep upgrading my system. Like, I traded
a really dope, actually, Tridro Rodney Harrison helmet for this Xbox S series.
You know how I got this here Volcano? Did I tell you about that? I traded for it. I traded half of a digital horse for it.
One half
of a digital
ass end. Do what you want with it.
Yep, we resold it. So we got a Volcano and money on top of it. Just kind of juice.
Is that good or?
It was good, yeah. At the time, it was.
Should I buy one of these packs for the SCG?
I mean, if you enjoy playing Madden and you already play computer games and shit, then I can't imagine it's a bad thing. We all bought packs.
I enjoy it. I just don't have any fucking time, bro.
Well, that's the good thing. I don't think anything rotates. Jigga opened a legendary TJ Watt on stream, which was kind of nice because Zook was also on stream, so he just basically spat in his face. Because Zook's a Pittsburgh fan, obviously.
Yeah, he's the real big Kenny Pickett stan.
Oh yeah, he loves him. He loves him and he hates Tomlin just like me. I hate Tomlin. He's a bum. He's a phony, according to Zook.
I don't think he's a phony. I mean, I think he's.
Nah, I just don't. I think he's done there. I think he needs to go on another team and start over.
Actually, no, I don't think that's the truth. I think like Tomlin is exactly what you want from a head coach, like somebody who's like stern, solid, consistent. What he needs is to hire some really young, exciting coordinators.
Isn't he calling plays though? Like that's the big issue.
No, fucking Matt Canada is calling plays.
But they fired his dumbass like 4 weeks ago.
No, they didn't.
No?
No.
Jesus Christ.
They should have fired him last season.
I for sure thought he got fired like a couple weeks ago.
No, he just should have been.
Damn, that sucks. Oh, yeah, this guy sucks.
Yeah.
I don't know him by name. I know him by face. Oh, yeah, he's dog shit.
He's dog shit.
Yeah, 52-year-old, not good at coaching. Here's the dead giveaway. He was 5-7 as an NCAA coach. Nice.
Well, that's hard to judge though because
Later,
NCAA really matters on your recruiting.
Later, bozo. He's out of here. Yeah, I mean, like I said, hold on, I guess I can just play this little clip. This little clip. Oh, my computer's gonna crash. It's gonna be great. There's no volume, but like when you tackle, you can do like not exactly blitz style tackling, but the tackling's pretty fucking sweet. You definitely manhandle them around and like do super boost to like hit the shit out of them.
I mean, clearly nobody's still watching us, but
that's all right.
I bought a pack. Let's rip it.
Did you get one of the good packs or one of the cheap ones?
I bought the highest pack you get.
The Founders Premium. Let's go. Come on, Legendary. All right, share your screen. Lingering. We call that lingering. I like it.
Oh, okay. We're not dead. Actually, Genwar, if you're still in the playoffs, we should touch on your lineup real quick. Since you're here, because I actually feel like there's some interesting decisions to make this week.
Oh my god. Yeah, he's probably gonna have to start Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins. What's the matchup again?
I fucking hate Kirk Cousins.
Dude, he's delivering though.
Yeah, he's a great fantasy quarterback. Great fantasy quarterback.
What's the matchup?
Fuck, hold on. I got brain fart. It is the Giants.
It's not a great matchup, but it's at home, right?
I believe so, yes.
Good weather.
They are in, they're in the dome.
Boy, I don't know. All right. Do I open? Does it do anything crazy like NBA Top Shot or something?
Legend. Yeah, don't open the first one. Go right to left.
Right to left. Oh,
or hold on.
I'm not sure I have to be.
Screen right. Screen right.
Yeah, I know what right to left means. All
right. Well, I just want to make sure because there's some people out there that don't understand right and left.
I'm not sure I be.
I don't know what that means.
And I speak Arabic. So
right to left. How am I supposed to know what that means, bro? I don't speak Arabic.
I don't actually. I just know how to say I speak Arabic.
I can spell. You know, you think you know someone.
I used to be conversational.
Oh, no. Your volume went out. There it is. You're back. The pack opening is pretty fucking sweet, though. All right. There's your legendary / rare / whatever. The first one.
To go to the start. Oh, so you end with the climax?
Yeah. So you get your dog shit commons out of the way. Okay.
Oh, that's what I was hoping for. Is this a real person?
Evidently, yeah. Linebacker.
These are real people?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I'm telling you. Watch. Jets defender. You open defense too. That's like the downfall. Unless you open someone great. James Robinson. Oh yeah, great. Third down back. That's kind of nice.
He's not. That's certainly not his role.
In the video game, it might be nice.
Ooh.
Oh, that's kind of juice. Oh, damn, that was nice.
That seems good, right?
Yeah, Tyreek Hill's kind of nice.
12/25.
Your Marcus May's number 9 out of 162. I don't know what the mint
Who
numbers
is
are
the
yet.
person?
What happened?
Who is that? Is that a person you know?
Who?
Marcus May?
No, he's literally a Jets defender. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but does that? Who gives a shit? Do you know him?
No, I personally do not know him. No. Oh, where's he at?
Very rare. So you have rare, very rare, and then legendary?
That's pretty fucking good too.
Problem is, he's about to be dead.
That's fine though, but in the video game, he's not. In the video game, he lives forever.
Oh,
That's
well,
the
in that
good
case,
thing.
He's one of the best defenders of all
Like
time.
I don't think it's like Rainmakers where you like they're gonna get rid of everything at the end of the season. Like I think you keep these players.
Oh.
And then
Oh.
potentially as they retire,
That's actually a really cool idea.
There's like a Hall of Fame league or some shit like that.
Hmm.
I don't know what they plan. Like I don't know what their future vision is for. I kind of want to try and I have to see. I don't know if we already had them on stream, but I kind of want to try and get the STG like crew to come on stream and do a show with us. We've gotten a lot of other games, but yeah, I'd like to know their long-term vision for this because it's definitely a fucking sick concept.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, and very rare is kind of. I have a JJ Watt, but mine's not as cool as yours. I have a peasant version. Damn, yours is super juice hollow. So shiny. But yeah, we'll try and get something lined up and get a Knights game going or a Knights tournament.
Yeah,
so
I'm in.
Awesome. Thanks for the 2 viewers that stuck around. Oh, actually, I guess we.
Oh yeah, let's get Jen real quick. Yeah.
Jen, you want to come over? You want to come up and go over your.
I wish you could post like screenshots of comments. That'd be really nice.
Link call. I need to get more vegetables ready. Yeah, I'm off tomorrow. I'm off the next 2 days. My schedule changed. Now I'm all jinkety janked.
I don't know what that means.
So I'm all discombobulated. All out of sorts, as they say.
I hear you. Yeah, my I've been off for so long.
Well, I mean, you also have a child too, so that could also throw you off. But you said she was a pretty good sleeper, no?
Yeah. She's been a little sick the last couple nights or days, really. She still slept really good at night, but more fussy during the day. But honestly, like she's like the perfect baby. Always smiley, always chill, always happy. Like
I got to go hang out with the nephews and nieces this weekend for the Christmas.
I don't have any local family.
Well, everyone's back on the East. Well, it's not my family. It's my wonderful lady's family, but they're all on the East Coast, so it works out now. Boom. What's up? You there?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
I'm trying to figure out how to get stuff to share.
I want to help. I'm gonna tap out. It sounds like things are getting bad. Baby's extra losing it.
Go for it.
Oh, all right. Let me take a quick glance here.
Cousins, Metcalf, Evans, Jacobs, Mixon, Hawkinson, Darius Slayton. So your flex
Metcalf
is
probably a must play.
I think your flex is the only thing. It's like Darius Slayton. I don't know if you have anything better.
I added Juwan Johnson. You guys recommended earlier.
Yeah, I think Hawkinson's supposed to be better.
I don't know, man.
That's tough.
Oh yeah, no, I would just because of the weather.
Yeah,
I don't actually. You know what? Fuck it. At Minnesota in the dome, I actually kind of like Darius Slayton. I think the upside is huge.
Oh, I forgot they are a dome game. Never mind.
Bring up for a floor play, Jeff Wilson could be all right, but I think
if he's 100%.
Darius Slayton's gonna get his usual like 3 bomb targets. He catches 1 or 2. You're fine.
What did you do this past weekend?
Nothing, but that was a bad matchup. They're playing.
Yeah, Washington's brutal. He still had he had 5 catches on 7 targets, only
Commandeers.
23 yards, so that's not bad.
Yeah,
Opportunity.
he's their big play guy, and Minnesota is the team you can get big plays against. 32nd ranked defensive backs in the league.
Are you in the finals?
Patrick Peterson is their best back, and he's
This is
old
the
as you are.
semifinals.
You have defense.
I had a
forgot you
bye
have the
last
defensive player. That was the one
Ooh.
thing when he started this league. Like I was like, why the fuck is there a random defensive player? And now there's 3 random defensive players.
There's always been 3, and those first 2 guys have been very good this year. At least
I can't help you. I cannot help you on that.
It's really just
I
random.
thought Tennessee would be a really good play. I held them, but I've been dropping them. I'd rather play the Chargers. There's quite a few guys I'd rather play actually than Tennessee. I just feel like Houston's
Doughboy's been
better.
Like anybody
Tennessee's
playing Houston.
I know that's how it was, right?
That's how it should have been.
That's how it should have been. That's what I said. That's what we were touting. I've been holding the Titans on multiple teams for hoping for this matchup, but now I don't want to play them. Houston has looked better. I think their real problems were when Mills was out. They're not turning the ball over as much. They've looked a lot more competitive. It's still not a bad play. But
What do you have available? I think that's
not a money play.
In terms of defenses?
Yeah.
Let's see here. I guess just
players.
This. Yeah.
All right, your matchup's pretty tight too. Your projections, anyway. Projections don't mean shit, but
yeah, there's guys in my league that specifically play bad people to like the projections look good and then switch the last day.
Well, I like that. Pretty crafty. So I would play the Rams, I think, because Brett Rippon is going to play. Actually, no, fuck it. Don't play the Rams because I think Russ might come back. No, I stick with what you got. Scroll down a little.
I do got one more week with the finals.
Oh,
I don't know.
I would play the Chargers.
Play Tennessee, then.
I would play the Chargers.
Really?
Yeah, because the Chargers have Indy this week, number 1 matchup for defenses, and then the Rams next week, which is the number 2 matchup for defenses. I personally
I'm looking at the wrong one. I am looking at the right thing.
I personally would play the Chargers, but it's they're both fine matchups.
People agree with you.
People are dumb sometimes, but
true.
With that said, not wrong. Matt Ryan is ass. I just don't understand what happened.
They're going to sack him at least 5 times. You can count on at least 2 turnovers. Maybe one of those turns into a touchdown. It's a great matchup. It's a smash play for me. I'm picking him up. I'm dropping the Eagles for the Chargers where I have them, which is essentially every league.
So I got to play one more round. This is week 16, so Arizona is a matchup for Coup.
You cannot.
I'm trying to figure out if I can drop this guy. I mean, I really don't want to.
You should never carry 2 kickers.
I know.
Literally never.
I know that's like a cardinal rule, right? Never
They're
carry.
Also
2
finicky,
kickers.
Anyways.
Well, Coup was very good, like all season long, and then he had a matchup that was just terrible.
But
so I grabbed Badgley for 1 week, and I've just never gotten rid of him. And now it looks like Badgley's a better bet this week.
Yes, absolutely this week, but it's all weather based.
Right.
When it gets this late in the season, like, I mean, honestly,
I would be comfortable dropping this guy. I added him mid-season on Doughboy's recommendation, and he's just never produced in the way that I've been impressed with.
Tight end's such a fucking wasteland, but
that's why we always have so many on our goddamn list every week.
I think he was like 2 points last week or something. What do you have?
1.6.
He went from
your
calm down,
real quick. Go to your flex free agents. You have a strong quarterback, right? You said that right?
He's Captain Kurt.
Strong enough.
Flex free agents you wanted to see?
Yeah, real quick.
I wanted to.
You have some bench spots here you could play with.
Let's see. Open a new tab. Then, flex.
Do do the next one. That excludes running backs.
Yeah.
That option that you did, Jen.
There's no running backs here.
Yeah, you have to do. Well, they don't have the.
Yeah, we don't
flex
have
not an
option.
option.
Not for
What?
running backs. Yeah, that would have been nice if I could have put a running back in there.
You can't put a running back in your flex.
Nope. Only wide receiver or tight end.
Damn, what a weird ass.
Pretty much wide receiver. Basically,
I actually don't hate that.
Makes sense why you have multiple tight ends at that point, then. But that's weird. I don't know. It's weird for me because I want to start as many running backs as possible, but I know there's players out there that would rather start wide receivers. And you said it's a keeper league? It's only 4 keepers.
Only 4 keepers, right?
I was gonna say Dotson's probably worth picking.
I would say Dotson's the ad, yeah. If you're gonna start him this week, I'd pick up Dotson and just because you're not starting Dulcich, right?
No.
I would like to have Dotson on my roster so I can consider keeping him next year.
But then I got to find someone to drop.
Yeah, drop one of your 2 tight ends.
Yeah,
that are sitting there.
Tight end's garbage.
You're not keeping Dulcich, and you're not starting him over what you have. Therefore, he's just a turd in the fishbowl.
But I still haven't figured out how to get the defense in. Right?
You can just get rid of one of your kickers.
But, drop Titans. If you're going to pick up your defense, just drop that defense.
I mean, the Titans. What's their matchup next week?
Yeah, people
not
are
as
dropping
good. It was this. They're not good.
All right. Titans matchup next week is Dallas.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, nope.
Pass.
All right. I gotta go. Baby's losing it.
All right, man. We'll catch you next week. I'm sure we'll be back.
Thank you.
You had our bets down?
Appreciate it.
I have it. It's in Discord.
All right.
And then your Malik, I'm sure he has also. But all right, Jen.
Later. Thank you.
Good luck, homie.
All right. See ya.
Take it easy, friend. Let me find this outro. Dun, 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 dun.